Pulling open my desk drawer, I grab the bottle of Advil and pop a couple back. I went too hard this morning in the gym. My shoulder throbs. 5 years and it still fucks with me. I knew the second the bullet ripped through me, my career as a DevGru with the Navy SEALs was over. Not that I regret it. That last mission was worth it. The lives we'd saved. I knew when I shifted my body in front of Blue's, the shot would end my career. But it would have ended his life if I hadn't. I saw the shot coming. What I didn't see coming was me spending most of my days sitting behind a desk. How times have changed. I glance up when a knock sounds on my open door. Speak of the devil himself. Blue. I give him a nod, inviting him in. How are your assignments going? Fine. He drops a few folders down on my desk. How do you sit at this desk all day? I've been doing it for a week and my ass is already killing me. Blue got out of the SEALs 6 months ago. He reached out and I hired him on the spot. It's handy when you own a security company and have access to SEALs. Almost all of my employees have a strong military background. Everyone works the desk. I tell him again. I don't just drop men out on jobs. Knowing how to collect information is as important as working in the field. I want my employees to know how to do all the ins and outs. I know, but can you give me something hard? I found the Woods girl in a few hours. I'm not shocked. How far could a runaway heiress get? I'd bet my life the girl has never even flown commercial. Either way, this is going to be an easy million. Did she make it very far? I didn't think she would. Aren't you from Cottonwood Creek? Yeah. I grabbed the folder. Why? That's where she is. Damn, she got that fucking far? That's halfway across the country. Not only that, it's a small town. I was sure she'd go somewhere closer or to a big city. Been there 2 weeks. I'll be damned. I flip the folder open. Her picture is paper-clipped to the first page on the top corner. I pull it off, an unexplained urge hitting me to run my fingers over it. She's a tiny thing, but most people are compared to me. Her big green eyes hold me captive. My heart begins to pound. My mind starting to buzz like a hive of bees has been set loose inside it. Her skin is pale with rosy cheeks, reminding me of one of those porcelain dolls my little sister would carry around. Thick, long black hair hangs in loose waves, almost meeting her hips. It spills out all around her, covering up her tits that appear to be the perfect handful. Not any hand, my hands. A rush of desire slams into me, wrapped in a coat of protectiveness. This naive little princess is running around all on her own, in my town. I don't want to think about the men I know that live there trying to make a move on her. They're not the only ones I have to worry about either. There are the soldiers from the army base that's on the outskirts who often slip into town for the night. There are still a few flights out to Denver today. I'll have to rent a car and drive the rest, but I'm sure you know that. Going to swing by my place and I'll be getting her. I cut him off. I don't know what's come over me. Actually, I do, but it's a crazy thought, and I'm not ready to even entertain it. Das getting to your ass too? He jokes. Something like that. I am barely listening to Blue now. All I can think about is getting to her. When I'd been contacted about taking the Woods job, I glanced over the details and handed it off. I had read nothing about her, and I most definitely didn't see her fucking picture. Runaway princesses are usually not my priority. I had passed it down to Blue so he could get his feet wet. Reading through the file now, I think Paisley Woods is a whole lot more naive than I could have anticipated. The girl had spent a big chunk of her life living in Switzerland at a boarding school. Then she went off to college. It too was tucked away with only 400 students. Again, all females. She only graduated a few months ago. I pull my phone out, closing the file. I'll read the rest of it on my flight. I check to see if one of the 2 planes I own for Grace and Security are available. We use them when time can be of the essence. Thankfully, there is one. I fire off a few texts to get everything rolling. I don't need to pack. I had a cabin built on my parents' land a few years ago. Get back to work, I tell Blue, standing from my desk. You all right, man? Fine. The one word comes out gruff. I clear my throat. The hell is wrong with me? I'll be out for a few days, I tell Tiff as I pass her desk. Where are you going? She jumps up, panicked. I can hear her mind trying to shuffle through whatever shit I have on my schedule right now. Home. Home? She repeats like she doesn't understand the word. Don't let the Woods family know we've located their daughter, I tell her, stepping onto the elevator. But sir... The doors start to slide closed. Jack! Paisley Woods. I say her name for the first time, loving the way it rolls off my tongue. She won't be a runaway for long. Soon, she'll be mine.
Chapter 2. Paisley. You want to tell me why there's a giant-ass cat on my bar? I let out a small squeal of surprise, spinning around. The 2 cups and 3 shots fly off my tray and onto the floor. You scared the crap out of me, Cole! Heat rushes to my cheeks with embarrassment. The hell are you doing? He grabs a broom to sweep up the 2 shattered glasses. The shot glasses survived the fall. I was practicing. I bend down and grab the shot glasses. I've been working at Backwoods Brew for almost 2 weeks now. I never realized what a talent it was to balance a tray full of drinks. It doesn't help that I have 2 left feet. At least, that's what my mother always said. Just carry it with 2 hands. You'll be all right. He sweeps up the glass. I'm sorry, I'll replace them. Don't worry about it. Thanks. I give Tigger a few pets on his head. That's a health code violation. He motions toward my cat. We're not open. I don't mention that I think a few things around here are health code violations. I saw the cook and one of the servers going at it in the kitchen a few days ago. Cole checks his watch. It's going to be a busy night. This is the only bar in Cottonwood, and it's a Friday night, which means dollar shots for the ladies. That always brings in a whole lot of army men. How was your date? Shit, he grumbles. Could have been out with you. Cole gives me a wink. I roll my eyes. He could flirt with a brick wall. Still, it's nice to have someone flirt with you. I'm not used to it. June told me that you only got out of a serious relationship a few months ago. June knows everything when it comes to Cottonwood. Don't remind me of my ex. He closes his eyes and shakes his head. We were only together for a few months. June had said that too, but Cole never dated anyone more than a week, so a few months was a lot in his world. I wish I could do that. Put myself out there. Why'd you break up? She cheated on me with a guy who said he could control fire with his mind. I burst into laughter. Cole doesn't join me. I guess it's still a sore spot. Oh my, you're serious? I try to hold my giggles back, but it's hard. Get the cat and go change. I grab Tigger off the bar, putting him into my oversized tote. He seems to be adapting to our new, not-so-glamorous life, same as I am. How much does that thing weigh? You're going to fall over carrying it around. It has a name. He's about 25 pounds, but that's normal. I get defensive. My mother always made jokes about my weight. I'd never do that to Tigger. He's a Maine Coon. They're big. He looks like a damn mini lion. That's why I named him Tigger. He shakes his head at me. Go change, he orders me. I make my way across the gravel parking lot, running across the road to the motel that sits directly across from the bar. Once there, I head to my room. Home, sweet home, I sigh, putting Tigger down on the bed. How times have changed. Tigger circles around on the bed, finding a comfortable spot. I'll find us a place soon. I scratch under his chin. My motel room is smaller than my old closet at home. though it never felt like home. I don't mind the size. I spent most of my life living in dorm rooms. They were small. If my mother saw this motel room, she'd die. I'll admit the sheets are kind of scratchy and the decor is from the later 90s. I tried to spruce it up with some flowers and a few pillows and a fluffy throw blanket, but that can only go so far. It's not perfect, but I feel more at home here than I have ever at my parents'. When my family vacationed, it was on yachts or in hotel rooms that were as big as this whole motel. I always knew we lived a very lush life. I just didn't know how different it really was. It's all been a bit jarring. I've never had to think or worry about money before. I had a card, and I slid it whenever I needed or wanted something. That was it. That's all in the past now. I left all that behind and took what cash I could get together quickly. I realized pretty fast how easily money goes. I have no regrets leaving that life behind. With all that money came so much control. I thought I was going to be free when I came home from college. Oh, how wrong I'd been. My parents had their own plan for me. They tossed me back in time, saying they had arranged a marriage for me. Like, what? Is that still a thing? It most definitely is. I spent a month planning a wedding that I was trying to get out of the whole time. When I realized that wasn't happening, I ran. There was no freaking way I was marrying Bentley Bloomberg. He has always given me the creeps. A chill runs through me thinking about him. His family was always at big events we'd all have to attend. Bentley has a major staring problem. He can be handsy, too. I thought for a while it was just me, but whispers had spread through the girls in the inner circle about him. Bentley didn't like being told no. I knew without a doubt that I would be miserable and lose myself if I married that man. Not wanting to think about him anymore, I head into the bathroom to get ready for my shift. Cole pays me cash plus my tips. I never had a job before this. It was frowned upon in my family. So I was shocked when he hired me on the spot. But he said something about needing something new and shiny around. I pull my hair out of the messy bun on top of my head and shake it out before I put on some mascara in my red lipstick. My mother hates it. Any time I put it on, she'd make me remove it, saying it made me look low class. I hated that she thought that money made her better than everyone else. I promised myself that I would never be like that. My uniform is okay. I'd only packed a few pairs of jeans when I took off. I cut them into shorts. Cole gave me a black shirt with the bar's name on it. It feels like a second skin these days. The V cuts deep. It's the most skin I've ever shown in public, unless you count the beach, and those were always private. The alarm for my glucose monitor goes off. I check my phone and my stomach tightens when I see my numbers. Eating healthy isn't easy when you live in a motel room. I open the cooler I bought to keep my insulin pens in. Injecting one, I count how many I have left. I let the lid fall closed. Out of sight, out of mind. We'll figure it out, I tell myself. Tigger meows, calling me on my bullcrap.
Chapter 3. Jack. My sister lets out a high-pitched scream when she sees me. She rushes over, launching herself at me. "What are you doing here?" I give her a tight hug. A pang of guilt tugs at me. I should come home more often. There's almost 10 years between June and me. Got some things I need to handle. I release my hold on her. She bounces on her heels, full of energy, making her cowboy boots click on the wood floor. "So it's not because you missed me." June gives her best innocent expression. "I've missed you, brat." I ruffle her hair. She bats my hand away. "I just did my hair. I'm going out tonight." "A date?" My big brother instincts immediately kick in. No one told me she was dating. I know everyone in this town. Since I've been gone, newbies have moved to Cottonwood Creek, but I still keep up on the people coming and going. My family lives here. Not a date. She rolls her eyes at me while finger combing her hair. I'm 21 now, and it's dollar shots at the Backwoods Brew. It's probably a good thing I don't visit more, because June wouldn't have much of a social life if I did. Jackson, is that you? I hear my mom call before she rounds the corner with flour on her cheeks and apron. She is always in the kitchen. Thought I'd swing by and see everyone. Mom wraps her arms around me, giving me a tight hug. She might be tiny, but the woman could squeeze you to death with a hug if she wanted. Come on, you must be hungry. She ushers me into the kitchen. You know, she's going to bars and taking shots. I nod over to my sister, who is licking a giant spoon with icing covering it. She sticks her frosted tongue out at me. It's dollar shot night. You too? I grunt. Mom did dollar shots with me on my birthday, but you wouldn't know because you weren't here. That jab stings a bit. I sent a gift. It was a whole damn truck. You can't buy me off. She tries to give me a hard glare. All right, I'll keep that in mind. I do a silent countdown in my head, knowing at any second she's going to take those words back. Wait, I mean, you can buy me things, but you also need to come around. You're the only brother I have. June quickly corrects, making Mom shake her head. She's not wrong, though. We miss you. Shit, they're tag-teaming me now. I can't even argue with them because it's not undeserved. I know. I sigh, feeling like an asshole. I did throw money around to try to make up for my absence. My family has always done okay raising horses, but once money started rolling in like tidal waves, I wanted to make their lives better, allow them to retire if they wanted. Where's Dad? I changed the subject. He should be in soon. Mom pulls a pie out of the oven. We had beef stew and rolls for dinner tonight. That good with you? You know I'll eat anything you make, Mom. She gives me a warm smile before heating up the stew. How are you getting to this bar if you're doing dollar shots? I was going to have a friend pick me up, or Dad would drop me off. So Dad's okay with this too? He's always been overly protective of June, but she's always had him wrapped around her finger. She's a daddy's girl through and through. Jackson, my mom cuts in. We know everyone in this town. She'll be fine. June does know everyone. Not only that, she also always knows everything when it comes to Cottonwood. That means she'll know all about my little runaway. There's no way she would have missed a new person. She would actually go out of her way to get to know them. Anything new happening around town? I ask June. Mom puts a bowl of stew in front of me. It smells like home. I really do need to get back here more often. Same shit, different day. June picks up a knife, heading for the pie. Let it cool. Mom smacks her hand away. See how she treats me? June holds her hand like she's actually hurt. Mom rolls her eyes at her. Nothing new at all? Well, she gets a little smirk. There is a new vet in town. He's going to be taking over for Mr. Bucks. All the girls are falling all over him. Can your ego handle that? What? No clue what the hell she is talking about. I mean, all the girls have been in love with you for so many years, but now they have Vet Baxter. I think I'll manage. I'm relieved that they have somewhere else to focus their attention. I never dated in this damn town. I'm not sure how people do it. Everyone dated everyone. That never sat well with me. I'm starting to think because I might be the possessive type, which I would have never believed before. Not until a dark-haired beauty's picture hit my desk. Are you into this new vet? I need to look him up. He must have moved here fairly recently. I don't remember seeing anything in my monthly report about him. No. June shakes her head adamantly. He's too pretty. That's it? Nothing else new going on around here? I try again. June gives me a suspicious look. Why? She scrunches her face. She's on to me. She knows I could give a shit about what's happening with people around here unless it affects my family somehow. I was never one for gossip. Just trying to catch up. I take a bite of my stew. What about Paisley? Thank fuck for Mom. She's a new friend of June's. I'm trying. She's more skittish than a wild mare. That shouldn't be a problem for you then. June has always had a way with horses. I think she's finally starting to come around. She rubs her hands together. It's hard when you can't get anything out of her. I mean, we all know something is up. She whirls into town out of nowhere, looking for a job and staying in the motel. I clench my jaw. Staying at a fucking motel? I don't like that one fucking bit. Paisley is too naive for that. Cottonwood is a safe town, but she's a pretty thing, and the bar is right across from there. We get randoms coming and going. How long has she been living out of it? I shove another bite of stew into my mouth. Couple weeks. She shrugs. I mean, it works for her, I guess. With not having a car, it's convenient for her because she's working at the backwoods. What? I bark louder than I mean to. Jackson! My mom hisses at me, picking up the spatula she dropped when I shouted. Sorry, Mom. What's your deal? A young girl shouldn't be working at a bar and living out of a motel. How do you know she's young? I give a half-shoulder shrug. Figured if you were trying to get close to a new friend, she'd be about your age. It's not a lie. I would have speculated that. But the truth is, I already know a whole damn lot about Paisley Woods. And I plan to learn a whole lot fucking more.
Chapter 4. Paisley. I line the shot glasses up along the bar. I try to flip the bottle like Cole does, but I fail. Thankfully, he's next to me and manages to catch it. Let's go a night without breaking a glass before we are flipping bottles. Sorry. I take the bottle back from him and pour the shots before stacking them onto my tray. The bar is slowly starting to fill up. I take the round of shots over to a table full of girls next to the jukebox. I've never seen them before, but that's not really saying much since I myself have only been in Cottonwood for 2 weeks. Here you ladies go. I slowly place each shot glass down on the table. Can you be any slower? Jesus! The blonde snatches the last 2 shot glasses off my tray, making me drop it. Sorry. They all laugh as I bend down to pick the tray up. I'm grateful this one was empty. Can I get you anything else? A redhead motions me away with her hand. A pang of hurt hits me. It shouldn't. I don't know them. What does it matter what they think of me or how they treat me? Maybe I thought bullying was over when I left prep school. Look who it is. June pops up beside me out of nowhere. How the hell does she do that? I thought it was dollar shot night, not bitches who peaked in high school night. Shut the fuck up, June. You've never peaked. The blonde snips. I kinda peaked when your boyfriend tried to get me to go to prom with him. How is Derek, by the way? June gives the sweetest smile. Fuck you. Why so angry? Did you find out about him and Nick's? June nods to the girl in a pink dress sitting at the same table. Nix! The blonde hisses. She's fucking lying! Nix hisses back. June? My work here is done. June snags her arm through mine, guiding me back toward the bar. Was that true? Maybe. Derek will fuck anything. I snort a laugh. You're vicious. Someone has to be their karma. I take it you went to school with them? The blonde and the redhead, a year older. I peek back over at the table. Nix and the blonde are going at it. I think they're going to get in a fight. Nah, like I said, Derek fucks everyone, and Clara always forgives him. That's sad. Maybe that's why she's a... You can say it. June smirks. Rude. I nod. Yes, that's what she is. Rude and grumpy. A bitch. The word is bitch. June laughs. Where did you grow up? The city, for the most part. I went to prep school in Europe. I try to be vague. Prep school? Europe? Her face is one of shock. I did college in the States on the East Coast. You went to college? After prep school? I can tell from her expression that she is trying to piece my life together. June knows how to slowly work information out of you. Why are you here? It's a cute town. Working in a bar? She lifts an eyebrow. Fresh start. Girl's gotta spread her wings. Make sure that's the only thing you spread. Cole's a whore. I laugh, but quickly put my hand over my mouth to stop myself. Cole's nice and harmless. He must feel us watching him because he turns and winks at us. That man is not harmless. Ask half the girls in this town. That's kinda gross. Yeah, everyone around here is Eskimo brothers. Eskimo what? Eskimo brothers. It's when two guys have slept with the same girl. I blink, trying to digest that. Yeah, I know, it's weird. That's why I don't date around here. Then where do you date? Don't tell my brother, but I don't really date. Your brother? She's mentioned him a few times, but I didn't think he lived here. He's back in town. A smile touches her lips. Do you have any siblings? Yeah. A pang of sadness hits me. He's a bit older than me, and he has pretty much no contact with the family. Kind of like you. Why do I feel like you're always interrogating me? If it were anyone else, I would probably shut down, but I find I want to get to know June. Just trying to get to know ya. She shrugs. I start to make her a drink. June leans up against the bar. My brother is older too. But you're close? Kinda. I wish he'd move back, but he's different since he left the SEALs. I don't know if something happened or what, but he never speaks about the time he served. I bet he's seen some sad things. I place her vodka cranberry in front of her. Thanks. I get back to work as the bar starts to fill up more. June flits around the bar, talking to everyone. She really is a social butterfly. I don't think she has a shy bone in her body. My breath catches when the bar door swings open and a man steps through. A very handsome and tall man who seems to tower over everyone else. People step out of his way. A few say hello. I've never seen a man as big as him. I wonder if he's from the army base. He's definitely a new face for me. There is no way I would have forgotten him. When he turns, his eyes lock with mine, making every part of me freeze. His gray eyes are captivating. Never have I seen anything like them. They remind me of a brewing storm. He stares right at me. His expression is unreadable. Paisley. Cole nudges me with his elbow. What? I jerk my attention away from the man. My face fills with warmth, making my cheeks burn. There is a bottle of 30-year-old Glenfiddich in my bottom left desk drawer. Can you grab it for me? Yeah. I take the key from his hand. When I peek back at the man, he's still watching me. That is, until June practically jumps onto him. The man drops his gaze down to her with a smile. A weird jealousy fills me. I push it away, but I know I won't be able to push away my thoughts of him. Why? I have no freaking clue.
Chapter 5. Jack. I watch her disappear into the back of the bar. I have to fight the urge to follow her. When I first saw the picture of Paisley, I thought she was drop-dead gorgeous. In person, she's even more stunning, more innocent, more fucking everything. I'm having a hard time believing some of the things I read about her on the plane. No way does she belong behind a damn bar. She's so out of place. But I can see why Cole hired her. She draws every man's attention in the bar. I clench my fists at my side at the thought of them looking at what's mine. I shake my head. What the fuck is going on with me? I'm talking to you! June snaps her fingers in front of my face. I can tell from her glassy eyes she's had a few drinks. Why didn't you tell me you were coming? Trying to bust me doing something? Are you doing something you're not supposed to be? I'm an angel. June bats her lashes at me. Jack! Cole yells across the bar over the music. He waves me over. When I make it to the bar, Paisley is back with a bottle in her hand. Pour him a drink for me, Paisley, Cole tells her. She tilts her head to the side to peek over at me. I give her a half smile. She grabs a glass, setting it in front of me. Her scent hits me like a bullet to the chest, almost knocking the wind out of me. Fuck. It reminds me of an early spring morning after it's rained and the sun is just peeking out, the flowers blooming all around. Did I actually just think that? I shake my head, trying to get some sense back because obviously this girl has knocked it out of me. You're new around here. That I am. She pours the drink, pushing it toward me. I see she has the bottle of whiskey Cole keeps around for me. Only been here for a couple of weeks. How do you like it? I pick up the glass and take only a sip since I have no real plans to drink tonight. I am working, after all. Aren't I? I'm not sure what the hell I'm doing anymore. This girl has me acting in a way that's so out of character for me, I can't get my bearings. It's a cute town. Think I might stay a while. Paisley! My sister bounces up to the bar. This is my brother, Jack. Your brother? A smile lights up her face, one dimple appearing in her left cheek. Did she think something else? Yep, he's real. It's nice to meet you, Jack. Call me Jackson, I correct, wanting to hear my full name from her lips. Jackson, she repeats, already giving me what I want. It's nice to meet you, too. Hit me with a blowjob. June bounces from beside me. Paisley's delicate features flush with shyness, the smooth skin of her cheeks bright red. I can't help but think I want to see her whole body react that way for me. Why are you trying to piss me off? I ask my sister. She ignores me. Do you close tonight? Not tonight. Paisley grabs a shot glass. Do one with me, June begs her. I really shouldn't. You're good, Paisley, Cole tells her as he passes behind her. His hand lands on her hip in the process. It's only there for half a second, but my whole body tightens. Let me check first. Paisley pulls out her phone. I need to clone it, is my first thought. A fucked up one. One that more than crosses the line, but I know I'm still going to do it. It's for work. That's what I tell myself, but I know that's not all it's for. Okay, I think I'm good. She slides her phone into her back pocket. I always forget you got the D, June snorts. June. Paisley ducks her head as she shakes it. Got what? I cut in, wanting to know what they are talking about. I want to know everything about the girl in front of me. There's obviously way more to her than what was in the file I read over. She's got the diabetes, my sister supplies, being helpful for once. My hand tightens around my glass. Why hadn't her family put that in her file? That sounds really fucking important. Paisley starts making the shots. I pull out my phone and send off a few texts to make sure some of my plans are already in motion. Then I Google diabetes, trying to find out everything that I can about it. I watch the two of them giggle and drink together. I'm not the only one that notices. Every damn person with a dick inside the bar keeps stealing long looks at them. You know, she's all grown up, Cole says, leaning against the bar. Paisley and my sister are lost in their own conversation. Every now and then, Paisley will peek over at me. Each time, her cheeks get pink. Then she tilts her head to let her hair hide her face. Her hair is a lustrous gold touched with platinum glints. I've never seen anything like it. Or maybe I never paid much attention to people's hair before, beyond a description. What? I take a sip of my whiskey, reminding myself not to stare. Don't want to scare her off. Right now, she's calm and has no idea how close she is to being caught. Your sister, you're sending death glares to every man in this place. Right. If that's why he thinks I'm sending death glares to people, so be it. For now. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to play this all out. My head is fucked right now, and that's not my normal MO. I always have a plan that is 10 steps ahead. It's how you stay alive. Or are you not watching your sister? Cole smirks. Don't start. Cole laughs, having my number. He can be an annoying little shit when he wants to be. Not a clue why every girl in town drops their panties for him. My eyes flick over to Paisley. Could she like him too? I clench my jaw at the thought. Fine, he shrugs. Don't come asking me, Cole. He lets out another chuckle, grabbing a glass to pour himself a beer. She hasn't said too much. Sweet but shy at first. Only started to loosen up these past few days. June has helped with that. I'm sure she has. If my sister has her sights set on Paisley, June will make it her mission to make her feel welcome here in Cottonwood. It's how she is. My sister can be your biggest ally or your most annoying enemy. Right now, I'm going to need her to be my ally. I know it is something I'll never live down, but I have a feeling it's going to be so damn worth it.
Chapter 6. Paisley. Come on, June laughs, pulling me onto the dance floor with her. It must be the few drinks I had because I don't hesitate to dance with her. I try to match her moves. When I've gone to events or parties in the past, this was definitely not how I danced. It was all prim, proper, and stiff. There was no swaying your hips to the beat of the music. I drop my head back and close my eyes, allowing the music to flow through me. I had no idea how caged my life has been before now. I thought my impending marriage was going to be a prison sentence, but all along, I'd already been in a cage, one that my parents kept the keys to. They were always controlling when I could come and go. They gave me the illusion of freedom by offering me choices that they hand-picked, so no matter what I decided, it was still them controlling the strings. Wonder if that's why my brother left. He always gave them pushback. Whoa. Hands grab my hip. Sorry. I spin around to see a cowboy. At least I'm guessing he is by the hat he's wearing. You're new. He smirks. Move it along, Bronco. June makes a shoving motion with her hand. Bronco? I hiccup a laugh, quickly covering my mouth. What's wrong with Bronco? Nothing. I just never heard it before. Except the vehicle. I glance at June. There's a vehicle called that, right? A hand comes down on Bronco's shoulder, and he cringes. Remove your hands. Jackson towers over the man. He drops his hands from my waist. I had it handled. June huffs. Not quick enough. Hey, Jack, didn't know you were in town. He gives Jackson a smile, but it doesn't meet his eyes. Jackson doesn't say a word, his intense gaze never wavering. Shit, I didn't know she was yours. Bronco holds his hands up in a gesture of defeat. I'm not. My words get cut off when Jackson throws his intense gaze my way. Move along. He lets go of Bronco's shoulder. The man doesn't have to be asked twice. He hightails it out of there. You're scaring off all the men. Go back to the bar. June orders her brother. He ignores her. You all right, princess? Jackson's firm tone drops as he speaks to me. I nod my head. Need words. I'm all right. Why does my voice sound all breathy? Jackson nods, glancing around. You want to keep dancing? Ignore him. June grabs my hand, leading me back toward the bar. He's a cockblock. You're looking for... I giggle. Nah. She shrugs, giving me a coy smirk. But you are. Am not. My eyes flick toward Jackson. He's still on the dance floor, having been stopped by a few girls I've seen around before. They're fawning all over him. All of them are wearing cowboy boots and cut-off jean shorts that show off their long legs. I'm not sure if it's because I'm tipsy or what, but a pang of jealousy flits through me, confusing me. It makes no damn sense since I don't even know the man. Here. June hands me a shot. I'm not sure I should take it. I already have a little buzz. Before moving to Cottonwood, I'd never had more than a few glasses of champagne. I can picture my mother's nose turning up at seeing me take a shot. She would be appalled by it. Then she'd die when someone told her it was called a blowjob. Cheers. I clink the shot to June's, taking it to spite my parents. At least this tastes good. I don't know how others take pure alcohol shots. Cole shouts over the bar music that it's last call. Everyone starts closing out their tabs. I hop up onto one of the bar stools, not in a rush to get back to my room. Tigger isn't always the most social. It's nice to be out with someone I enjoy. I've never had a friend like June before. I peek over at Jackson again. He's made it halfway back to the bar, but once again he's stopped by a woman. I can't say I blame them. Jackson is the hottest man in this place. You worried that Jackson's gonna steal all the ladies, Cole? June asks. If he finally picked one of the local girls, maybe he'd come back home. I think there are more than a few he could choose from, I say before I can catch myself. I'll have to remind my future self that alcohol tends to give me loose lips, and we all know what they say about those. You have no freaking idea. If a girl in this town locked down Cole or Jackson, it would be better than winning prom queen for them. June hands me another shot. My eyes again linger on Jackson as I take it. He turns his head, his eyes locking with mine. I lick my lips, cleaning up any of the remnants left on them. Jackson says something to the woman in front of him before stepping around her and heading right toward June and me. Quickly, I turn around, not wanting him to think I keep watching him. It's out of my control. My eyes have a mind of their own and keep wandering over to him. Do you need to close up anything? I let out a small gasp. Jackson is right behind me. I can feel his body against mine. His mouth is so close to my ear. I turn my head. His mouth is a whisper away from mine. I lick my lips again. His eyes drop to them. Princess, you got anything you need to wrap up before I walk you home? I swear my mind goes blank for a minute. I don't think I've ever been this close to a man, and I most definitely have never been this attracted to one. Walk me home? I reiterate, trying to get myself together. Yeah, walk you home. Why would you do that? No one walks you home after work? Goosebumps break out across my arms at the gruffness in his words. It's not far, and the parking lots are lit up. He doesn't look too happy about my response. What are you two yapping about? June cuts in. I pick up her drink and take a giant sip, needing the liquid courage. I can feel the heat of Jackson's body so close to mine. I cough when I swallow it. It's stronger and grosser than I was prepared for. Easy. Jackson's hand comes down on my back. I'm okay. I cough a few more times. I'm sure this is sexy. Jackson only rubs his hand up and down my back. Are you taking me home? June asks her brother. After I walk Paisley home. Cool. She pulls out her cell phone. Go get your shit. He doesn't give me a chance to respond. His hands go to my hips, lifting me off the bar stool and putting me on my feet. I sway. He keeps his hold on me. You good, princess? Why do you keep calling me princess? You look like one. His fingers stroke down the side of my jaw. I stare up into those gray eyes that have me rooted in place. Is he flirting with me? Go on, get your shit. Okay, I agree. Right now, I think I might agree to anything he asked.
Chapter 7. Jack. How drunk are you? I ask my sister. Why? Not drunk enough that she doesn't know I'm plotting something. Don't let Paisley go home with you. What? Her brows furrow together. She's going to need a place to stay. and you're not going to offer her one. Okay, I'm tipsy for sure because I have no clue what you're talking about. June sits up straighter, her curiosity now piqued. She sips her drink while waiting for me to explain. I don't have fucking time. Trust me, I'll be taking her home with me. Whoa, wait a second. June, you think I'd take advantage of her? No, she laughs. I'm just shocked you want to take a girl home. Been waiting for you to tell me you're gay for years now. I was gonna guess Blue was your man. Are you done? For now. She smirks while taking another sip. Is she in trouble? Maybe. Seriously. June sets her drink down, getting serious. Not going to let anything happen to her. She's running, right? Yeah. I kind of thought so. Living in a motel but got $1,000 Sophia Webster tennis shoes on? I don't know what the hell June is going on about, but I'm impressed with how observant she is. She should really pursue a career in law enforcement. She would make a killer detective. Sophia Webster what? June waves her hand. All her stuff. It's expensive. Well, I stop speaking when Paisley returns. My eyes drop to those damn jean shorts showing off her full thighs. My mouth goes dry. The girl is shaped like a woman. Most of the women that run in the elite circles that she does are rail thin. I bet Paisley stood out in that crowd. I guess I'm ready, she sings songs. Her eyes are glassy. Good. That might make this easier. Your tips. Cole sets a pile of cash on the bar. Thanks. Paisley stuffs it down into her oversized bag. Come on, princess. I take her elbow, not trusting myself to touch her anywhere else. I've tried to keep some distance between us, but I always found myself leaning into her to talk, wanting in her personal space. Get another whiff of the sugary strawberry smell that radiates from her. Let me find my keys. Paisley starts digging in her purse, not paying attention to where she's going or who's around. A few groups of people are still lingering in the parking lot, talking and drinking beers. Night, Jackson, I hear a female call. You're popular with the ladies? Paisley almost slips on the gravel, but I wrap my arm around her waist, gripping her hip. Oops. A giggle pops from her. You're handy. I'm always tripping. My mother says I have 2 left feet and no center of gravity. She swears if I lost a few pounds, then maybe I wouldn't be so clumsy. Irritation digs into me. I sink my fingers into her hip, loving how soft she is compared to me. Don't think your mother knows what she's talking about. Don't tell her that. An adorable snort comes from her. Paisley! Elliot, the owner and manager of the Crescent Motel, comes walking quickly out of the lobby entry. Perfect timing. We have an issue that is urgent. We need to get you moved out of your room. What? She stops walking. There are some pipes leaking, and they need to rip out one of your walls to get to it. Right now? She scrunches her nose. Yes, we had to shut the water off. They need to repair the leak and let everything dry out. I can't believe this is what Elliot came up with, but it's what I have to work with. Okay, do I move rooms? I'm sorry, we don't have any other rooms. What? She reaches over, absently gripping the front of my shirt. But where will I go? There's a hint of panic in her voice now, which I hate. I don't want her to feel scared, but the end goal justifies the means. There's a hotel in Benton. Isn't that like 30 miles away? I've got her, Elliot. I cut in before he comes up with a worse lie, knowing if Paisley really thinks on it, she'll start asking questions. Come on, let's get your things. But I got you. Her bottom lip puffs out. I want to lean down and suck on it. The fuck is wrong with me? Controlling my desires has never been an issue, not even when I was a teen. She slips her key into the door. When I hear her sniffle, it's like a knife to my gut. At this moment, I know that I'll do whatever I can so she never has to feel this way again. Princess, you're all right. You'll come home with me. I've got more than enough space. Home with you? I reach down and finish unlocking the door for her, pushing it open. You're a boy. I can't stay with you. Trust me, sweetheart. I'm not a boy. She peeks up at me. Her cheeks go that sweet pink again. Right. She moves her hand to my chest again. Meow. Tigger, my baby boy. Paisley bounces away from me over to the bed, where a giant orange cat is stretched out, his ears sticking straight up. Mommy missed you. She hugs the cat, and his loud purrs tell me he's enjoying every second of her attention. I'm not getting jealous over a damn cat she's showering with attention and kisses. I'll use this opportunity, though. I start packing up all her shit. I can't believe she lived in this damn motel room for 2 weeks with a lock that a 5-year-old could pick. Motherfucker. I grit my teeth when I lift the lid on a cooler and see all of her meds inside. Oh, I need to get fresh ice for that. She rolls off the bed, bouncing to her feet. Her tits sway with emotion. We'll put them in my fridge when we get home. Right. Her shoulders drop. I can't stay with you. I don't know you. I'm June's brother. She chews on her bottom lip. I walk over and use my thumb to pull it out from between her teeth. You're coming home with me where it's safe. I'm only down the road from my parents where June lives. I don't want to be a bother. You're the furthest thing from a bother, princess. A smile pulls at her lips, one that I swear could brighten any man's darkest day. You haven't had to live with me. Remember, 2 left feet? Remember, I'm quick with my hands. They're big. She grabs one of my hands, stroking her fingers across my palm. The sensation of her touch goes straight to my cock. For a second, I imagine how it would feel for those soft hands to be stroking me. Get it together, I remind myself. Now is not the time for this shit. I need to focus on getting her to my home. Let's get your shit together. I'll pull my truck over. Maybe. No maybes. Pack it up. We're going home. Going home, she repeats. Those 2 words turn my whole world upside down.
Chapter 8. Paisley. Have you seen the new vet? June asks me from the back seat of the truck as she wiggles her fingers inside of Tigger's cage, trying to pet him. The new vet? Yeah, I'm sure Tigger needs checkups. June? There is a warning in Jackson's tone. What? She has her mischievous smile on. I'm not sure what she's up to, but she's not good at hiding anything after she's had a few drinks. Just saying, you're single and got a whole tiger here. He's a Maine Coon, I correct. I'd never own a tiger. Did you know there are more captive tigers in the States than there are out in the wild? No shit. June snaps her fingers. Bet the new vet knows that. June, get out of the damn truck. We're here. Someone is in a mood. June leans forward and kisses me on the cheek. Call me tomorrow, she says before bouncing from the truck. I wonder why she hadn't invited me to stay with her. Are you sure this isn't a bother? Maybe I could stay with June, I ask Jackson again for what is probably the 100th time. No bother at all. He glances over toward me. I could get lost in those eyes of his. You're staying with me. There is a finality to his words. We drive for about 5 minutes before Jackson turns off the main road onto a more isolated one that's all gravel. Trees line the road. I swear it's like we are going deep into the forest. Everything is super quiet, the trees are ginormous, and it's almost pitch black. I turn toward the back seat to check on Tigger, who's in his carrier. He's nestled himself up against the back of it. I can barely see him, which is saying a lot. Mama's baby, I call him, but he doesn't really budge. He's scared. He's afraid of the dark, I squeak, much louder than I'd anticipated. Okay, maybe I screamed it a bit, surprising Jackson and causing him to slow down. He looks over at me. I need to turn on the light in the back seat. I reach to undo my seatbelt, but Jackson's hand stops me. Within seconds, the light comes on. Tigger immediately begins to purr, letting me know that he feels safe again. Thanks. He may be a big boy, but he doesn't like the dark. He's ferocious in other parts of his life, I add, defending him, just in case there's any judgment being made. I peek into the back again. Tigger is now facing in my direction, giving me the look he usually does if I forget to leave a lamp on for him. I'm sorry. We're basically homeless, so you'll just have to forgive me for forgetting. I turn back in my seat, crossing my arms over my chest. The events of tonight are finally hitting me. Jackson doesn't say a word, but I can feel his gaze on me. I force myself to keep my eyes forward, but it's not easy. Seconds later, we are moving again. You know, cats can see in the dark. Jackson finally speaks, a smirk on his lips. Oh, right. I peek back at Tigger, who is still purring. Are you afraid of the dark? We're talking about Tigger, not me. He might sense your fear. Maybe a little, I admit. These trees are scary. I promise you're safe out here with me, Princess. I don't know this man, but for some reason, I believe him. My eyes stay trained on his lips. They're thick like the rest of him. My mind starts to go somewhere dirty. You're blushing. What? I am not. Jackson lets out a low chuckle. We're here. He puts the truck into park. Wow, I whisper, seeing the beautiful log cabin. It is tucked away like its own secret. It reminds me of a cabin you'd see in a commercial with snow falling. There is a deck that wraps around it. Jackson opens the truck door for me. Easy, he says, taking my hand when I go to jump down. You're still tipsy. Am I? My eyes drop to his lips again. Don't go there, I tell myself. Yes, I must be, because I'm having dirty thoughts about Jackson's mouth and what it would feel and taste like. You're blushing again. It's not nice to call that out. I press my palms to my cheeks. Maybe I'm hot. Are you? We should get Tigger. Jackson shakes his head. I'll get your stuff. He easily grabs all my things, carrying them inside for me. I watch as he turns off the alarm before opening the crate and letting Tigger out. That big rascal wastes no time bolting out of the cage, ready to do a full inspection. You sure he's okay to roam? He's fine. Thank you, I say again. Tigger has been cooped up in a motel. I try to take him out as much as possible. The open floor plan in the cabin makes it feel easier to breathe, so unlike the motel that often had a damp smell to it. You don't have to thank me, Princess. He tucks a piece of hair behind my ear. Your sister said you were a grumpy jerk. I let out a small gasp, covering my mouth with my hand. Jackson throws back his head and laughs. The sound is husky and rich. It does something to me that I can't explain. So I'm going to do like the song says and blame it on the alcohol. I can't deny that. I have my moments. I'm not one to pussyfoot around when others do. He shrugs. Pussyfoot? Heat rushes to my cheeks, and I'm sure once again Jackson notices I'm blushing. The man notices everything. I wonder if that's from his days in the service. Fucking around, beating around the bush, he supplies. I want people to get to the point. Right. I shift on my feet. I might annoy you. I can ramble. It annoys I cut myself off, not wanting to talk about my parents. I think you'll be the exception to the rule, Princess. Warmth settles inside of me. I love the way he calls me Princess. It's different than when my mother says it. Hers has more of a brat connotation to it. I'm finding that Jackson actually makes me feel like one.
Chapter 9. Jack. Paisley curiously explores the cabin, while I put myself to work with getting her and the giant orange fluff ball settled. I put a food and water bowl out before handling the litter situation. I try to do everything as quickly as possible before she stops me, insisting she can do it. That goes for her personal belongings as well. I don't want her trying to stop me from putting too much of her stuff away, thinking she'll be heading back to the motel soon, because that's not fucking happening. I still can't get over she's been living there alone across from a bar. Cottonwood is safe, but shit can happen anywhere. When I get to the cooler with medicine inside, I get pissed off all over again. I put it away in the fridge, then snag her phone off the kitchen island where she left it, wanting to see this app she has that checks her insulin levels. I want it on mine as well. She has a passcode on it, so I'll have to deal with that after she goes to bed. There is only one bed. Paisley twirls into the kitchen, the giant cat in her arms. How she carries the thing and doesn't fall over, I have no clue. It's fine. I dismiss what she said. You need to eat something? I place a glass of ice water in front of her, knowing she'll need it. You cook? She sits down on one of the chairs at the kitchen island. I love to cook. I do all right in the kitchen, but it's nothing special. How about an omelet? Extra cheese, she chirps, her legs swinging back and forth. My eyes drop to her legs and those damn jean shorts. Paisley might be on the shorter side, barely coming up to the center of my chest, but her legs are unlike any I've ever seen before. In fact, I don't ever recall noticing someone's legs besides hers. Yeah, there are a lot of things about Paisley I noticed that I never gave two thoughts to before her. The girl is fucking with my head. I don't mind it one bit either. For the first time in a long time, not all of my thoughts are about work. From the second I saw her picture, I felt like I couldn't fully breathe. I had this undeniable pull to be near her. Now, I've got her here, in my space, close enough for me to touch and smell. But still, breathing isn't easy. It's somehow not enough. I need more, and I don't have a clue how far I'll have to go to get it. What I do know is that it doesn't matter, because I always complete my missions without fail. Tigger! Paisley goes to grab her cat that's jumped out of her lap and onto the island. He's fine, I reassure her, wanting her to be comfortable here. That will make this all easier. A smile pulls at those plump lips of hers. An image of her on her knees with my cock between them enters my mind. Now is not the time, I remind myself, especially while she's inebriated. Tell me about yourself, I say as I make her an omelet. She keeps things vague, but also truthful. I could tell from the file she wasn't close to her parents. I don't think her brother is either. It struck me as odd that it didn't have very many personal details about her, things parents should know about their child. I'm having a whole workup done on her brother. The family hadn't given much information on him, which makes me think he has distanced himself from them. That was a red flag to me. It's not often kids go no contact with their parents for no reason. It's really telling that now both kids have. I noticed that when Paisley speaks about school, it sounds lonely. Tigger must have sensed it as well because he crawled back into her lap. Eat, princess. I kiss the top of her head, unable to control myself. The need to soothe her pulls me under. She moans, taking her first bite. I grit my teeth, willing my dick to go down, but it's useless. I've been hard since I walked into the bar tonight and saw her. I wasn't prepared for her. The picture hadn't done her justice. Her red-stained lips had been fuller. She has the kind of lips that make you think about sex. Her eyes, too. No one's eyes should ever be that dark of a blue. It was a stark contrast to her pale skin. Everything about her is perfect, including her heart-shaped face and her small nose that is slightly upturned. Her cheeks are full, making her look oh so innocent. Oh yeah, there is only one bed, she reiterates, and you can have it. I'm a bastard. I'd taken the spare bedroom bed out and stashed it in my shed. I can't take your bed. I'll take the couch. You'll be in the bed whether you get into it willingly or I put you in it. Paisley licks those strawberry red lips. You're kind of bossy. She leans close, dropping her voice like someone else might hear her. I like it. Good. I take her empty plate. Go get ready for bed. I put your stuff at the end of the bed. Okay. She starts to get up, but snags her foot on the leg of the chair. I catch her before she can faceplant. Her soft tits press against me. Oopsie daisy. Paisley presses a kiss to my chin. Thank you. I release her from my hold before I do something I can't take back. Then she'll wake up and hate me. I might have been a bastard with a motel and bed, but I can keep my hands mostly to myself. She takes off toward the bedroom. Tigger follows after her. I clean up the kitchen before shutting the house down. When I enter my bedroom, Paisley is already passed out. Her shorts are on the floor next to a bra. The only thing she has left on is her white cotton panties and her shirt. I run my hand down my face. This is either going to be the worst night of sleep or the best. Either way, I don't give a fuck. One day back in Cottonwood, and I already have my little princess right where I wanted her. In my bed.
Chapter 10. Paisley. Princess. A soft touch runs down my jaw. Need you to wake up, babe. Only for a few seconds. My eyes flutter open at the deep voice. They lock with Jackson's. I thought maybe I'd dreamed him up. Nope. He's standing over me with a concerned expression on his handsome face. The night before comes flooding back to me. Hi. I sit up quickly, almost knocking my head into his, but he's quick and moves back out of the way. I brush my hair out of my face. I bet I look like a total mess, while he, on the other hand, looks like he could be on the cover of a military promo to recruit. Why does he have to be so damn handsome? Your sensor is going off. He holds up one of my insulin injection pens. Oh! I search for my phone, pulling the blanket back. My phone always gets lost in bed with me. When I flip the blanket back, I quickly pull it back over me. Heat rushes to my face, knowing Jackson saw me in my underwear. They're not even good underwear. I suddenly wish I could pull the covers over my head and become invisible. When the hell did I ditch my shorts? I already saw it. No point hiding it now. Oh, God. I cover my face with my hands. I'm sorry, I try to say. I think it comes out muffled, but Jackson understands it. Nothing to be sorry for. I wasn't going to complain. I peek through my fingers at him. He's got my pen in one hand and my phone in the other. The sensor alarm is dinging again. Need you to take your meds, babe. That's 2 babes and 1 princess. Are these pet names or something he calls everyone? I get a sour feeling in my stomach that I blame on the drinks from last night and not jealousy. Because having jealousy over Jackson would be nutty. He's not mine. I don't even know him. How could I be jealous? I drop my hands from my face to take the pen from him. He hands me my phone, too, so that I can check my numbers for myself before I take the injection. Once I'm done, Jackson takes the pen back from me. How's your head? It's actually fine, I say. Surprisingly, I feel pretty good today. That's when I remember him feeding me and having me drink water and take Advil last night before I crashed. All right. He nods to the nightstand. I put some water there if you need it. Thanks. He's being so nice, and he doesn't have to be. I'm sure it's only because of June. She has always talked about how good of a brother he is to her. Her only complaint was that she wished he came home more. You want to go back to sleep? Tigger jumps up on the bed. Jackson reaches out and pets him. I watch as Tigger continuously nudges his head against his hand. I'm surprised by how quickly he has taken to him. For as big as he is, he can tend to be a little bit of a fraidy cat. But I'll never admit that out loud. I think I'm going to get up. I lick my lips, watching the way Jackson pets Tigger. I didn't know a man petting a cat could be so hot. All right, I'll make us some breakfast. Can I use the shower? Make yourself at home. He gives Tigger a pet under his chin before he leaves the room, closing the door behind him. Tigger plops down in my lap. Do I look like a hot mess? Tigger only butts my hand with his head, demanding more pets. I can't resist him, so I give him a few before I make my way to the bathroom, grabbing my bag to take with me. By the time I'm done showering, any symptoms of the hangover that might have lingered are gone, thankfully. I can't be feeling like crap. I have to work tonight. Saturday isn't as busy as Friday, but there will still be a good crowd. I need to be at my best, not only because I want to do a good job, but because I need the tip money. I stand at the bedroom door for a good minute trying to work up the courage to go out and face Jackson. He likely thinks I'm a dork with how I acted last night. Tigger paws at the door, giving me no option but to open it. The smell of bacon and eggs lures me to the kitchen. Jackson is at the stove. He doesn't turn, but he somehow must hear me. I set you up there. In front of one of the bar stools at the kitchen island is a cup of coffee with a creamer pitcher next to it. There is also a bowl of yogurt with blueberries on top and a grapefruit cut in half with a spoon in it. Thank you. I slip into the chair. That's almond milk. He turns from the stove, plating the eggs. You have almond milk? Jackson places the eggs with a side of bacon in front of me. I ran out to the store this morning. He makes his own plate. It doesn't go unnoticed that everything in front of me is healthy. A lump forms in my throat. You didn't have to do all this. The man has thought of everything. Someone going out of their way for me is not something I'm used to. I know he's just being nice, but for some reason, it feels like more than that. I push that thought to the back of my mind. It's more likely he was afraid I was going to keel over in his house this morning after my sensor was going off. I pick up a piece of bacon and shove it in my mouth. He said the hotel wasn't a safe place for me to stay. As I peek over at him while we eat our breakfast, I think the chance I could get hurt here is just as likely.
Chapter 11. Jackson. I sit at the bar, never taking my eyes off Paisley as she works. I'm not the only one that watches her. I'm thankful that the night is almost over. I don't think I could take much more of this without laying someone out. Her skirt isn't helping. I thought those jean shorts she had on the other night were bad. I couldn't have been more wrong. That tiny piece of cloth she's wearing tonight is a damn nightmare. All the fucking thoughts I've had since she came out of the bedroom with it on, ready for work, have kept my dick hard for hours. I didn't know that was possible, but that seems to be the case about a lot of things when it comes to myself. That was until this little princess came along. She's bringing a lot of things to light for me. I swear, the thought of locking her in my house has crossed my mind more times than I'm comfortable admitting. That line of thinking is completely irrational and unhinged, but there's no stopping it. You sure you don't need a drink? Cole asks from behind the bar. I could use one, but not tonight. Not when I'm watching her. My water's fine. Cole chuckles. I want to punch him in the throat, but I control myself. I know my irritation isn't for him. It's for the other fucks in the bar. Not going to lie. We've gotten some new regulars since Paisley started working here. I think the boys over at the army base must be telling everyone we got a new server. I swear, it's like Cole has a fucking death wish. I grit my teeth. I need to find her another damn job. Not sure how I'm going to go about that. I guess I could make one up. I do have a company. That's not a terrible idea. Then I could keep her tucked away in my home, away from all these little fucks. The one in the light blue polo with shaggy hair? I've had my eyes on him all night. He's shifty. He's one of them, Cole confirms for me. Paisley makes her way back over to the bar to place the orders for last call. She slides up next to me, her body brushing against mine. You hungry, princess? Without thinking, I reach out and put my arm around her, my hand going to her hip. She leans into me. You don't have to keep feeding me, Jackson. You've already done so much. If she only knew just how much I've done to make sure she ended up in my house, she would probably be running for the hills. What if I like feeding you? She tilts her head towards me, peeking at me through her lashes as Cole fills her tray with drinks. Her fair skin makes it easy to see her blush, and damn, do I love making her do it. It's not hard. I got her to spend the day with me. I took her out on the gator and showed her around. I was curious about what she would think. Paisley has spent her life in the city. I might have money, but her world is another level. It isn't only about money. Her family carries an impressive pedigree. They would lose their minds if they knew what I was up to. It is the opposite of what they hired me to do. Need to get back to it. She gives me one of those shy smiles of hers before she lifts the tray up and saunters off. My eyes are glued to her. I fight the urge to physically follow her around table to table, just so these assholes know she's not available. I grip the bar so that I don't. I've been hovering over her since I locked my eyes on her. I'm not sure how much she notices. Fuck. I jump from my seat when Paisley's foot catches the leg of a chair that someone left pushed out. Her tray goes flying. Thankfully, she doesn't fall with it. The shot glasses hit the floor, shattering all over the place. Hey. I put my hand on her back. She turns toward me, her face flushed. This isn't the kind of blush I enjoy seeing on her beautiful face. A few people clap, pissing me off. I'd say something, but right now my focus is her. I got it, I tell her. I cup her cheek when I see tears form in her eyes. Shit, there is no way I'll survive her crying. The thought of her being sad is enough to kill me. I always make a mess, she whispers. I think more to herself, but I catch the words. I sense they go a whole lot deeper than some broken shot glasses. Someone has said that shit to her. It's no big deal. I can't stop myself. I lean in and brush a soft kiss against her lips. She lets out a small gasp. I pull back, knowing I can't take it further right now. I wouldn't be able to stop. I'll clean this up. Cole is already making them again. Okay. She licks her lips. I'm going to the bathroom real quick. I drop my hand and let her flee. I place the big chunks of glass on the tray. The other girl serving tonight delivers the fresh drinks as Cole comes over with a broom and towel. I got it, I hear him say as I glance toward the hallway that goes to the bathroom before I run my eyes across the bar. It's a habit. They stop when they land on an empty chair. Where the fuck did Blue Polo Boy go? I'll fucking kill him.
Chapter 12. Paisley. I rest my hand on the bathroom sink. How embarrassing! I thought I was getting better. I should have known. I've always been clumsy. I'm not sure it's something you can fix. I've tried. My mom always acts like I do it on purpose, which I never understand. Who wants to make a fool of themselves? Then she said I did it for attention. That had hit me hard. I even wondered if subconsciously I did. If there was one thing I didn't have growing up, it was attention. The only times my parents showed any concern over me was when I passed out at school. They didn't have much of a choice but to show concern or they'd look bad. And they definitely couldn't have people thinking our family wasn't perfect. My little episode turned out to be not so little, and we found out I had diabetes. I swear, my mother thinks I got that for attention, too. It's why I've spent most of my life trying to not be a bother to anyone. I splash some water on my face, trying to calm myself down. I pat it dry with some paper towels. My fingers run over my lips, reminding me of the kiss Jackson had placed on them. I quickly fix my hair and am about to head back out when the door suddenly opens. I'm so lost in my thoughts that it takes me a minute to register who opens the bathroom door. But once I do, a sinking feeling fills my gut. It's the guy in the blue shirt that has been watching me all night. He's made a few offhanded comments to me throughout the night, but I ignored them. "Sorry, but this is the ladies' room," I say, in hope to get him to leave. I know it's wishful thinking. I can tell by the lustful expression on his face that he knows exactly what he is doing.
"I see you're choosing to continue playing hard to get."
He slurs his words, causing my anxiety to ramp up.
"Don't worry, baby. I enjoy the chase,"
he says while maneuvering his body farther into the bathroom. The door falls closed behind him, leaving us completely alone.
"Been waiting all night to get a taste of you."
His hand comes up toward my face. I step back, hitting one of the stall walls, accidentally caging myself in. I close my eyes and get ready to scream, praying that someone will hear me over the music. I ready myself to kick, punch, or do whatever else I have to, but his touch never comes. Instead, I hear the most indescribable noise I think I've ever heard. That's saying a lot, considering I listen to Tigger snore most nights. My eyes fly open to see Jackson. He has blue shirt guy against the wall. His hand is wrapped around the man's throat, lifting him off the ground. I would say by almost a foot, like he's nothing more than a rag doll.
"You think I haven't been watching you all night, motherfucker?"
Jackson's tone is so deadly steady that it sends a chill up my spine. It also warms me in other places. My body has strangely opposite reactions at once. The man chokes out something, trying to speak. You can't make out a single word. Jackson only tightens his hold on the guy's throat, causing his face to turn a deep red and making his eyes look as though they are about to pop out. I stand there, unable to move.
"Paisley!"
Cole saying my name breaks me out of the spell. I hadn't noticed him coming into the bathroom. He is trying to pull Jackson off the man.
"A little help before he kills the asshole."
What does he think I'm going to do? He's pulling on Jackson and it's not doing anything. Blue shirt is also trying to yank Jackson's hand away from his throat until his whole body goes limp. Oh, God, he is going to kill him. Jackson! I place my hand on his forearm, wrapping my fingers around it. His eyes drop to my hand. You're scaring me. Those words do the trick in getting his attention. He turns his head toward me. I let out a small gasp when I see how dark his eyes are. June has told me how her brother can set aside his emotions and turn into somewhat of a machine. I hadn't witnessed it until this moment. All I've gotten is the sweet side of him, but I can see exactly what June was talking about. Is it bad that this side of him sends a small pang of excitement coursing through me instead of fear? There is not one single part of me that is scared of Jackson, but I am afraid of what could happen if he did kill this guy. Jackson releases his hold on him. He crumbles to the floor and starts coughing.
"He fucking peed himself."
Cole lets out an irritated sigh.
"Both of you get out of here. I'll get this cleaned up."
I start to speak, but Cole cuts me off.
"This isn't a debate."
His normal playful tone is gone, and I know not to fight him on this one. He steps back so I can leave the bathroom to grab my things. Jackson is right behind me. He doesn't say a word as we make our way out to his truck. Not even when he opens the door for me. I'm sorry about that, I finally mutter, to try and break the long silence. It wasn't like him, or at least what I know of him. All day today we bounced little stories about each other or things we're into. He went on about how Cottonwood Creek is a good place to settle into and build a life. Now he's not saying anything. I hate it. Even when he led me out of the bar and into the truck, he hadn't touched me. Whenever I've been close to him, it seemed like we both kept finding reasons to touch one another. Now, it seems like there is an invisible wall between us. Nothing to be sorry for. If that were true, then why the hell is he acting differently toward me? I'm not sure how to respond to that, so I don't. Instead, I keep myself busy by fidgeting with my phone until we get back to his place. "You should change, and I'll make dinner," he says, opening the front door. "Not hungry," I mumble, before going to scoop Tigger up into my arms. Two can play at this silence thing. "Too bad, you're eating," he orders, heading down the hallway, leaving me alone. I bury my face in Tigger's fur, a mixture of anger and silence taking hold.
Chapter 13. Jackson. I run my hand down my face, pissed off at myself. My fucking emails aren't helping with my temper either. The Woods are pressing hard for any information on their daughter, threatening to hire someone else to find her. They can fuck off. They'll be lucky if I ever let them see her again. I could erase her from their lives and give her a whole new one. I slam my laptop shut. I got Paisley's dinner done before she made it back to the kitchen. I left it on the counter and made myself scarce, trying to get my temper under control. Time isn't working to cool me down. I need something else. There's no way my little princess is going to help me burn off my aggression. I shook her up as much as that fuckhead did. I swear I want to track him down and finish what I started. It's taken all of my self-control not to. I knew that wouldn't be a good idea, but I did tell Blue to check into him. There is no way this was his first time going after a woman, but I'll damn well make sure that it will be his last. Blue can handle it for me. I'm thankful when I exit my office that Paisley is nowhere in sight. I don't want to face her right now. I'm being a fucking coward, but when she told me I was scaring her, it was like I stepped on a landmine. Then, the second my eyes met hers, wide with fear, the mine went off. Something switched inside of me at that moment. It's a look I never wanted to see again. I look to make sure she ate her food before I check her sugar readings on my phone. Then I head outside to the casita behind the house. I have a whole workout area out here. I push open the bay doors to let some fresh air in before changing my clothes. Once finished, I jump onto the treadmill to burn off some of what happened tonight. After 3 miles, I know this isn't going to do shit to help me, so I go to the bag next. I don't bother to wrap my hands. It's stupid, but the burn of the bag on my knuckles might help. A sound catches my attention. I spin around to see Paisley standing in the open doorway. Her puffy eyes are red, letting me know she's been crying. "Paisley?" I walk toward her. "You okay?" It's a dumbass question. Of course, she isn't okay. Some fuckwit tried to assault her tonight. Then I went and almost killed him in front of her. Paisley is so sweet and soft. I'm sure my actions were a shock to her system. Her parents might be shit, but they've managed to keep some of the darkness from the world away from her. I hate that I had to show her that side of me, but I wouldn't take it back. I will always do what needs to be done to protect her at all costs. "Just checking on you," she shrugs, dropping her head when I get close. I don't want her hiding her face from me. "Look at me," I order and inwardly curse myself. She's not one of my men that I can bark orders at when shit goes sideways. "Never mind," she huffs, turning away from me. Or she tries, at least. I don't let her. Without thinking, I grab her wrist, halting her from trying to run from me. That wouldn't help with how I'm feeling right now. It would be fuel to the fire that is already raging inside of me. Seeing her red eyes, however, does temper me. So does touching her. The thing I've been trying not to do since the bathroom. I didn't know how that would go over for either of us, which scared the shit out of me. That's saying a lot, since nothing scares me. Until her. I gently put one finger under her chin, making her lift her face for me. "You've been crying." "It doesn't matter," she sniffles. Fuck, I'm a piece of shit. You want me to call June? She probably needs comfort or to talk to her, not me who scares her.
No.
Another little sniffle leaves her. The sound cuts through me. I'm sorry for the shit that went down in the bathroom. Should have thrown him out the second I noticed how much of his attention had been on her.
Why are you sorry? You saved me.
I study her face. Her full cheeks are flushed. I'm not sorry for saving you. I'm sorry that you had to see me that way. She tilts her head to the side, her nose scrunching.
What way?
You were scared of me.
What?
She shakes her head, sending her ponytail swinging back and forth. I want to grab it and release her long locks. The same ones I got to see spread across my pillow in my bed last night. A bed where I lay down next to her while she slept.
I'm not scared of you.
Paisley places her hand on the center of my chest.
But I don't care much for how you're treating me now.
She licks her lips.
You're being cold.
The last thing I feel right now is cold, Princess. If she only knew the feelings her touches ignite inside of me, or the thoughts that I've been having since I first set eyes on her, she may rethink not being scared. I bet she would be running for the hills if she knew all the dirty damn thoughts I've had about her.
Okay, then mad at me?
Nothing to be mad about with you.
Stop talking in circles.
She stomps one foot, making a smile tug at my lips at her adorable outburst.
Stop smirking, too.
Paisley's eyes narrow on me. There are no more tears to be seen.
Now tell me why you're avoiding me and giving me short answers.
Most of what I say is in short responses. Only her and my family get much different. I'm not a man of many words. I'm direct. With Paisley, I have to hold myself back, so words are all I got. You sure you want to know, Princess? The hold I still have on her wrist tightens. I feel her pulse pick up. That pink little tongue of hers swipes across her plump bottom lip, not helping my heart on, which she thankfully hasn't noticed in these gym shorts.
Please.
The one word comes out as a plea, snapping any control I was hanging on to. I pull her into my body as my mouth comes down onto her. My other hand goes to her ponytail to pull her head back more so that I have full access to her mouth. When I give her hair a tug, a gasp leaves her, making her soft lips part for me. I slip my tongue inside her mouth, wanting to deepen the kiss, to make sure I get a full taste of her before she can push me away. Fuck, she tastes good. The little sample I snuck earlier can't hold a candle to this. To my surprise, she doesn't try to escape. Instead, her hand slips up my chest and around my neck. Paisley must lift up on her tiptoes because she pushes into the kiss too, opening her mouth wider for me, her own tongue tangling with mine. I'll never be the same after this. My little princess has no idea that her acceptance has just sealed her fate. She's mine, forever. A sweet moan comes from her as her small body wiggles against mine. My cock presses into her soft stomach. That's not where I want it to be, and from the way she's moving, I don't think she does either. My hands go to her ass, lifting her off her feet. She wraps her legs around me, her pussy lining up perfectly against my cock, where it belongs. Paisley might be tiny compared to me, but we fit perfectly together. If she didn't have any clothes on, I could easily slide my cock inside of her and bounce her on it like I'm doing now. I rub her pussy, making sure my cock hits her clit with each stroke.
Jackson.
She whimpers, breaking our kiss. I don't want to stop tasting her, so I go for her neck. Her fingers sink into my hair. She tries to move her hips with me, but I don't let her. I pin her to the nearest wall, keeping control over her. Her breasts push against my chest, letting me feel her hard nipples through the thin shirt. I want to make her come. It might be selfish, but I can't stop myself from doing it. I grind against her as I lick and suck at her neck. Her breathing grows faster, and more delicate moans start to pour from her lips until her body contracts, the orgasm hitting her. She cries out my name. The sweet sound is more than I can take. I groan into her neck, coming right along with her like a teenage boy touching a girl for the first time. I didn't think it was possible to come from dry humping, but here I am, proving that it most definitely is. I keep rocking my cock against her to draw out her pleasure, wanting to get all of her orgasm. When her body fully relaxes again, I lift my head, the chaos that I'd been feeling since shit went down tonight finally subsiding a bit. Fuck me. Paisley's cheeks are flushed, her lips puffy from our kisses, her eyes heavy-lidded. Seeing her like this causes a whole new sense of mayhem inside of me. So you're really not mad at me? A smile spreads across her face, one that I hope I get to see every day for the rest of my life. I don't think I could ever be mad at her, but I have a feeling that isn't going to be mutual.
Chapter 14. Paisley. Promise you, I'm not mad at you, Jackson reassures me. I stare into his eyes, knowing he's telling me the truth. I can't see him being a liar. My body is still humming with pleasure. That was the last thing I thought was going to happen when I tracked him down. My mouth still tingles from his kisses, along with other places. After Tigger and I ate dinner, I snuck off to bed with my tail between my legs. I hated that Jackson was mad at me, that his whole mood had flipped. I was getting the side of him that June told me about in passing when she often talked about her brother, how he could turn off his emotions and be distant. It's why she said she likes to give him a hard time when he does come around, to remind him not to always be that way. I remember thinking that Jackson kind of sounded a bit like my own brother in a few ways. They both have a coldness to them and the ability to keep people at arm's length. Unfortunately, I think everyone in my family has that trait, except for maybe me. But I think that's because getting close to my family wasn't an option, and boarding school didn't give many either. We all knew when school was over, we would be sent back home to our families to follow whatever path they chose for us. My last name also didn't help my situation. Being the wealthiest in a school filled with rich people brews a weird resentment of sorts. I never understood it. I didn't get to choose that life, but I do get to choose this one. Jackson leans in and brushes his mouth against mine again. You believe me? Yes, I don't think you'd lie. I swear I feel his body tense, but he steps away from the wall, keeping me in his hold. Let's get you inside. It's too cold out here for what you're wearing. Jackson carries me out, hitting a button to make the doors slide closed before heading back into the main house. I can walk, I tell him. I'm aware. He doesn't put me down until he sits me on the side of the bed. Are you cold? Jackson steps between my legs, running his hands up and down my arms. No, I'm not cold. I let out a small laugh. I'm far from it. My entire body feels alive, more than I've ever felt in my life. Careful, princess, or you'll be flat on the bed. I trail my fingers down his chest. I don't stop when I get to his gym shorts, letting my fingers brush against his hard cock. It jumps under my touch. When I peek up at him through my lashes, Jackson's face is like stone, his jaw clenched. I notice he also has his hands fisted at his sides. Then it hits me. He hadn't gotten off. Had he? I was so wrapped up in my own pleasure that I hadn't even thought about it. Jackson is a grown man, and here I am humping him, acting like we are two teenagers in the back of a car at prom. At least I think that's what teens do. I didn't get to go to prom, so I wouldn't know. The school I went to was education-focused, which meant that we didn't do anything fun. Would that be a bad thing? I lean back on the bed. I don't know what's come over me. That's a lie. He's what's come over me. Jackson's eyes trail over every inch of me, landing between my spread thighs. They're extra wide to make room for him. Disappointment fills me when he takes a step back. I need a shower. He turns before I can respond, heading into the bathroom, closing the door behind him. I hear the lock click into place before the shower turns on. I want to laugh at him locking the door. Big, badass Navy SEAL Jackson can't be scared of me. I fall back on the bed. Did I come on too strong? What the hell am I doing? I can't read this man to save my life. Is this what people mean when they say dating is hard? Is this even dating? I am so unprepared for this. I really have no clue what I'm doing, especially when it comes to a man. The sound of my phone vibrating has me jumping up. There are only 2 people that could be calling me, Cole or June. To no surprise, it's June. Hey, I say, answering the phone. What went down at the bar tonight? Everyone is talking about my brother beating someone's ass. News really does travel fast in this town. I tried calling my brother and nothing. Hello. Some guy followed me into the bathroom. Your brother handled it. Whoa. June goes quiet for a second. People say they've never seen my brother so pissed, that he lost it. He was pretty mad, I admit. Obviously. My brother doesn't lose it. He's the most in-control person I've ever known in my life. I know I shouldn't smile, but I can't help myself. I like that he reacted that way over me, that he wanted to protect me. I'm glad he was there. Me too. She lets out a breath. Are you okay? Should I come over? I should have come to the bar tonight, but fuck this hangover. June rambles on. I'm okay, I promise. You don't need to come over. I cut in, not wanting her to come over. I love her, but I want to be alone with Jackson right now, to see what might happen next. Well, then we're definitely seeing each other tomorrow, okay? That's fine, I agree. June keeps talking. I try to pay attention, but all I can think about is Jackson in the shower. Is it weird to be jealous of water? Because that's exactly how I'm feeling, thinking about the way it gets to run all over his muscular body, the way I wish my hands could. All right, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Love you, June says. Love you too. I get off the phone just as the bathroom door swings open. Jackson, once again, looks as pissed as ever.
Chapter 15. Jackson. Paisley sits on my bed, wide-eyed. I know my thoughts are irrational, but I'm not a rational person when I'm around her. Hearing the word love rolling off her lips took me right back to the edge. Who are you talking to, princess? I stalk over toward her. She places her phone down on the nightstand. It's a piece of junk. I need to get her a new one that I have some level of control over. I know it's fucked up, but I'll feel better if I know she's protected. June, she whispers absently, her eyes roaming over my bare chest. I hadn't taken any clean clothes with me into the bathroom. All I have on is a towel wrapped around my waist. I like your chest hair. Her mouth falls open. I don't know why I just said that. Paisley covers her face with her hands. So you don't like it? I chuckle. The more she speaks, the more I back away from that edge. Of course, she was speaking to June. Paisley isn't the kind of girl that would let you kiss her if she was in love with another man. No, she's not a liar like I am, even if she doesn't believe that I am. That shit cut deep. Paisley adorably peeks out from between her fingers. I love how shy she is at times. It reminds me of how innocent she truly is, of the sheltered life she was shipped off to have. I'd be a liar if I didn't admit that her innocence isn't a major fucking turn-on. But everything about my little princess is. I'm drawn to her. Unfortunately, the life I've led over the years vastly differs from her upbringing and is far from innocent. I've gotten a front row seat to some of the most fucked up shit, seen things that will forever haunt me when I close my eyes. I want to soak her innocence into me, devour it, and eat her whole. It's just... One of her delicate shoulders shrugs as she lowers her hands from her face. Normally in magazines or whatever, men have no hair on their chest, and it's all oily looking. You're like... With each word, her cheeks turn pinker. God, I love that blush of hers. A real man. Her tongue darts out to wet her bottom lip. It's really hot. An image of her on her knees, begging to wrap her mouth around my cock, flashes through my mind. I need to get my shit together. Her telling me she thinks I'm hot is not helping. I'm far from a pretty boy. I think Cole might fall into that category. Before now, I have never given it much thought. But I'm finding that I want her to want me, that there's nothing I wouldn't do to have her for the rest of my life. Touch me. I order her. She takes too long. I grab her wrists, bringing her hands to my chest. Don't be shy, princess. I already made you come. Paisley spreads her fingers out against my chest. I let go of her wrist, wanting her to explore for herself. I have a feeling she's never done this. Even when I kissed her, she was tentative, not sure what to do. That only stoked the fire inside me for her. Earlier, her soft tongue trails down my chest to my stomach. You made me... She ducks her head. I grab her chin and make her eyes meet mine. No fucking way is she hiding from me right now. I want to see all of her. I won't miss a damn thing when it comes to her. Come? Orgasm? I fill in for her. My dick is so hard now it's painful. I came while in the gym and again in the shower, but you'd think it's been years since I got off. Yeah. Again, she licks that fucking plump bottom lip of hers. My cock is begging me to slide between her lips. I brush my thumb across her bottom lip, still keeping a hold of her jaw. What about you? You didn't... I press my thumb into her mouth. Paisley doesn't try to stop me. No. Instead, she closes her mouth around it, her tongue swiping across it. I groan, closing my eyes. She is making the fantasy too fucking real. When her fingers brush up against the top of the towel I have wrapped around my waist, my eyes fly open. Don't, I snap, harder than I mean to, making her eyes widen. She jerks her hands back, releasing my thumb from her mouth. I want to kick my own ass. The look of disappointment on her face is unbearable. Not because I don't want you to, because, believe me, I want your mouth on me more than I want my next breath. I quickly add, never wanting her to think for a second that I don't want her. I don't understand. She pouts, making her look even more desirable. I'm not sure how that's possible. You come first, in every way. Her brow furrows. Is it because it's my first time giving a blowjob and you think I won't be good at it? She slaps her hands over her mouth. I'm not gonna survive her innocence. She's trying to kill me. I want nothing more than to lay her out in front of me, spread her legs wide, and drive my cock deep inside of her. It takes every bit of my self-control to stop myself. No, it's because I know if you touch my cock, that I'll end up balls deep inside of you, and you're not ready for that. Like I said, you come first. I watch as the realization dawns on her, that pink hue creeping back into her cheeks. What if I want that? Fucking hell. I want to pounce on her, pin her to the bed and give her what she wants. I can't. Not yet, anyway. I'm already a bastard for deceiving her. I don't need to dig my grave any deeper. I can, however, get her to fall in love with me. That would make it hard for her to leave when she finds out why I really came into her life. I drop to my knees in front of her, making our eyes level. I place my hand on the back of her neck and pull her toward me. We'll get there. But right now, I need to taste you. I don't give her a chance to protest. I press my mouth against hers. Paisley melts into me. I wrap my arm around her waist and stand, never breaking the kiss. I move us both onto the bed, coming down over her. I break the kiss and pull her shirt off. I need her naked, to see every fucking inch of her. She doesn't try to stop me when I strip all of her clothes from her, leaving her naked in the center of my bed, with me between her spread legs. My mouth goes to her breast as I take a handful of the other. She's so damn soft. Paisley lets out a whimper when I suck harder on her nipple. I can't help but groan as I suckle on her hungrily. I slip my hand down between us, sliding my finger into her soaked pussy. A loud gasp leaves her, and she lifts her hips to push my finger deeper. I growl against her tit in satisfaction at how badly she wants this. I pump my finger in and out of her. My cock aches desperately, wanting to replace my finger. Paisley is so damn tight, though. It's going to be a fight to get into her. I don't care how long it takes me, or if I can only fit half my cock inside her. I'll still take it. I'll take anything she fucking gives me. I release her nipple, my mouth traveling down her body. I need to taste her. My finger keeps moving in and out of her. The smell of her desire only fuels my need for her. I spread her thighs more to make room for myself before I place a kiss on her clit. Her whole body jerks. The first taste of her to touch my lips has me losing any composure I had left. I bury myself between her folds, my tongue lapping and sucking on her pussy to get every drop of her that I can. I can't get enough. I never will. I work another one of my fingers into her. Paisley grips my hair with one of her hands. Her legs are starting to shake. Sweet, sexy moans pour from her as I eat at her hungrily, loving the way that she tastes. I thrust my hips against the mattress, trying to find some kind of relief. My balls are throbbing. I pretend that I'm fucking her, thrusting my fingers in and out of her. My balls draw up tight, and I know I'm about to come. I want her to come with me. I latch onto her clit, sucking it into my mouth. My tongue strokes it as I hook my finger deep inside of her. Jackson! She screams my name as she comes for me. I'm right there with her, lapping up every drop of her until her whole body goes lax against the bed. I lift my head to see her eyes closed, with a soft smile on her lips. Even though she is spread out naked on my bed, she still looks as innocent as ever.
Chapter 16. Paisley. Jackson's big body is wrapped completely around mine. His breathing is even. One of his hands engulfs my breasts. I don't even recall falling asleep last night. He must have, at some point, turned the lights off and pulled the blankets over us. I don't want to move. We're both naked, and the feel of his skin against mine is soothing. When I first laid eyes on Jackson, I would have never guessed him to be a cuddler, but I didn't know I was either. Unless you count Tigger, I have never had the chance to cuddle with anyone before. My family is not affectionate, unlike June's. Both she and her mom are always hugging me, and her mom always kisses me on the cheek. They have made me feel welcome from the second I met them. It's actually pretty funny how you can be related to people and never feel that type of affection from them, but complete strangers can fill that void within such a short time. My parents could definitely learn a thing or 10 from the Graysons. I guess it would make sense that Jackson is affectionate too, but not with how June would often describe him. I'm starting to wonder if there are two different sides to him. I love this one. I'm going to have to ask June. June, Oh, crap! Why had I not thought about how she'd feel about this? Isn't dating your best friend's brother a big no-no? Does she even consider me to be her best friend? Are Jackson and I even dating? Or would this be called hooking up? Wait, a situationship. That's what they're called these days. Princess? He presses his lips against my neck. I wish I could see his face, but maybe this is better. I'd probably end up hiding myself out of shyness. This is technically the morning after. I have no clue how to handle this. I'm not really a play it cool kind of girl. I could try, but I know I'd only end up making it worse. Morning, I chirp. Did I say that too loudly? Relax. He pulls my hip back, pressing me more into his body. I love how he can so easily move me around. Jackson's hand slips down my thigh to lift my leg over his, spreading me open. His hard cock pushes through the folds of my sex, hitting my clit. A whimper pours from me. I could get used to waking up like this. Jackson places open mouth kisses all along my neck, his hips thrust back and forth. Jackson, I moan. I peek over my shoulder at him. The desire I see in his eyes for me takes my breath away. I turn my head more. He understands what I want. He leans forward, taking my mouth in a kiss. I move my hips with him. Every now and then, when he pulls back and thrusts forward, his cock brushes against my opening, the head catching a little, but not enough to press inside of me. This is so close to having sex. You going to come for me, princess? Jackson tugs at my nipple. The sensation shoots straight to my clit. He thrusts forward hard, his cock applying more pressure to my clit, sending me over the edge. I cry out his name as I come for him, the pleasure cascading through my body. Jackson jerks against me. I feel the head of his cock press into my opening a moment before warmth blooms inside of me. He buries his face in my neck as he comes on me, or would that be considered inside of me? My body shudders, loving the erotic sensation of him releasing inside of me. I didn't know that it could be so hot. I think it can only happen with him. I only ever want it to happen with him. Jack, I'm cut off by the sound of my sensor going off. It's a snap back to reality. One that really kills the mood. Fuck, Jackson grumbles. He's out of bed before I can do anything. I see his naked ass disappear into his closet. 2 seconds later, he's coming back out, but now with sweatpants on. I got it. I watch as he heads out of the room. I sit up, pulling the blanket to cover my chest. Tigger jumps onto the bed and plops down in front of me, showing his belly for a rub. I give him what he wants, because I always do so. It's not long before Jackson returns with one of my shots. I should check my numbers. He pulls off the cap as I reach for my phone. Already did. What? How did he check my numbers? I checked them. Jackson presses the pen injector against my arm. His eyes lock with mine. I give a small nod, and he presses the end to make it inject. All of this catches me off guard, but not as much as when he kisses the spot. Are you hungry? I'm okay. I'll make something light. It's Sunday, so my mom is going to be expecting me to come over for lunch. Oh, right. Is this going to be awkward? I've been going to brunch there on Sundays. June normally picks me up. Well, now I'll take you. He drops a kiss on my lips. You want to shower? I nod my head. This is all a bit surreal. Jackson is acting like this is our norm, as though we're this couple about to head out to his parents to hang out. Are you sure we should go together? I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of freaking out. Not because I don't want that to be the case, but because I'm unsure of what exactly this is between us. You think June hasn't told them that you're staying here? Right. I worry my bottom lip between my teeth. Is there a problem? He folds his arm over his chest. Jackson seems defensive. I tighten the blanket around me, not sure how to respond or explain the mix of emotions and questions swirling in my head. To tell the truth, I don't want to. I'm still trying to come to grips with them myself. For me, this is a lot at once. I'm not used to anything like this. It's fine, Princess. He tucks a piece of my hair behind my ear. I promise. I want to believe him, but too many promises have been broken to me before.
Chapter 17. Jack. I could tell by the way my sister kept eyeing me that it was only a matter of time before she cornered me. The last thing I needed was for Paisley to overhear her doing so. I made a show of going out to the barn to check on the horses, since I haven't seen them in a while. It didn't take June 5 minutes to come waltzing in, just like I knew she would. What's going on? She puts her hands on her hips, ready to square off. She might be a pain in my ass sometimes, but I appreciate the fact that she's trying to protect Paisley. Nothing. I shrug, not sure how much I should say. Paisley hasn't told her, and I don't want to spill all of her secrets. It's fucked because I'm basically being a hypocrite since I've been digging them up myself. When it comes to this, I have no solid ground to stand on.
Jackson.
She rolls her eyes at me.
When I was drunk, you talked me into helping you get her back to your place.
June pulls an apple out of her purse, taking a bite before offering the rest to Pennyloafer. The horse eats it all in one bite. She didn't need to be staying at the motel.
I'm not saying I don't agree with you there, but I asked Elliot about what happened to Paisley's room.
What did he say? That little shit. I gave him enough money to keep his mouth shut. But my sister can get information out of most people if she wants. I'm sure he crumbled like a cheap chair once June got her hooks in him. I'm surprised she hasn't gotten more out of Paisley.
He didn't have to say shit. His ears turned bright red, and I knew.
Why don't you know more about Paisley?
Because, I told you, she's damn skittish. I think if she tells me too much and something spooks her, I'll never see her again.
June pulls out another apple while walking down the stalls.
Is she in deep trouble?
No. June's brows pull together.
Then what?
I can see the worry all over her face. Well, fuck. She is, but she isn't. Her family has a lot of pull, and they're not too happy that their daughter isn't doing as she's told. I fist my hands at my side, thinking about what it is exactly they want her to do. They'll have to kill me before I'll ever allow them to marry Paisley off to some asshole. June cocks her head, thinking over what I said.
Tell me something.
Shit, here we go.
Did you come here because of her?
I don't respond, not keen on lying to my little sister.
Damn it, Jackson.
I'm not fucking with her.
Oh.
She barks with a laugh.
Paisley is blushing like a schoolgirl, and you're telling me you're not...
Don't. I cut her off. She knows I didn't mean it that way, but she is pushing to see the reaction she'll get. Now she has one. June's brows rise in surprise at my reaction.
This could blow up in your face.
Her words ring too true. Of all the things I've done in my life, thinking about Paisley finding out the truth and leaving me are the only thoughts that have ever kept me up at night. I know. I run my hand down my face. This is the only way for now. I need to get shit sorted out with the parents and the rich prick they promised her to. Once that's done, I can come clean.
Are you sure you know what you're getting yourself into? Paisley is the kind of girl who wants love and probably a few kids.
June leans up against one of the stalls.
I didn't think that was something you'd ever want.
Neither did I. Not until I laid eyes on Paisley. I don't know what I want.
You better figure it out, and quickly.
June snaps at me. Didn't know. I correct. I know I want her. There's not a single doubt about that. The rest is only the details, but I think details are pretty damn important when it comes to women.
Then get her to open up to you.
June makes it sound so easy. I can do interrogations, but that's not going to work here.
Hey.
She chucks an apple at me. I catch it before it nails me in the face.
You open up, and I bet she'll bloom for you.
Junebug. My dad walks into the barn. Your mom is looking for you.
Why? She knows I can't cook.
June scrunches her nose.
She's got Paisley now.
Paisley had slipped right into the kitchen, up to my mom, when we got here. I had to leave the kitchen, because seeing her with the apron on, fluttering around, put too many fantasies into my head. Not all dirty, but enough that I wasn't going to be hanging around with a heart on. She broke a few dishes. My dad smirks. What? I start walking toward the barn doors, my instincts kicking in. She's fine. My dad's hand comes down on my shoulder.
I love Paisley, but I've never seen a more clumsy person.
June laughs.
I'll go check on her. You two do man things.
She motions between Dad and me. Man things? There has never been a time when June wasn't putting herself right in the middle of what was going on. I didn't know there were man things to be had around here.
I don't know. Tell war stories.
June pauses.
Wait, do you have some you'll tell me?
I shake my head.
Damn it.
She mutters, leaving Dad and me alone. She even wants gossip and information from a battlefield. Dad laughs. That's true, but I also know my sister just wants me to share with her. I often put space between myself and the family. I had to live that shit. I don't want them to have to hear it. I saw the greenhouse. When did you do that? A few months ago. I would have come out and helped. You would have gotten busy and hired someone to build it. My dad corrects. June and I did it. I knew your mom would appreciate it more if we did it ourselves. Sorry. What else can I say? He's not wrong. I frequently cancel plans to come home. There is always something that comes up. And I let it. Don't be sorry. Dad takes his hat off. I think that might change anyhow. A woman can do that to you, make you feel like you fit. His words hit me squarely in the chest. But you always fit here, Jackson. What you did out there has nothing to do with who you are here. I think it's time you came home for good. I feel an unfamiliar tightness in my chest that is creeping up my throat. She might not want to be home with me when she finds out the truth. I admit. Not that I wasn't a bastard this morning when I came inside her, thinking she'd be mine forever if I put my baby inside her. Nothing worth having is ever easy. He puts his hat back on. Everything in life is hard before it's easy. Falling for Paisley had been easy. Keeping her is what will be hard. Not that that's ever stopped me before.
Chapter 18. Paisley. Is this too much butter? I ask Abigail. Those words are just sinful. There is never too much butter. Abigail laughs. I love the sound of it. Every time I'm here, I'm filled with so many emotions that it becomes overwhelming at times. It's so much different being around a real family. It makes me both sad and happy at the same time. Sad for what I never had, and happy that I'm getting to experience it now. Especially when it's Irish butter, June adds, waltzing back into the kitchen. She has a way of disappearing when it's time to cook. To prove her point, she picks up a piece of fresh bread and smears butter all over it, shoving half of it in her mouth. No one can eat like June. It's impressive. Then I think these are done. I put the lid on the mashed potatoes to keep them warm for now. So, how is it staying over at Jackson's? I don't think he's ever had a guest before. I know Abigail has been fishing for information on Jackson and me. I've been doing my best to dodge the questions because I'm not sure how to answer them, even if I wanted to. I don't want to say the wrong thing or speak for Jackson in any way. He has a guest room, though, doesn't he? June looks to her mom. I open my mouth to say no, but Abigail beats me to it. Except her response is different than mine was going to be. Yes, but there isn't much to it. Abigail lets out a small huff. I tried to get him to let me do more, but the boy really is a minimalist. I was lucky to get a bed, nightstands, and a dresser in the extra room. There are 4 other bedrooms completely empty. Only a mom could get away with referring to Jackson as a boy. If I hadn't stopped to admire some of the pictures around the house, I don't think I could have imagined him as such. Everything about him is so gruff and manly. Spare bedroom? I ask. I regret the question as soon as it leaves my lips. Both of them swing their full attention to me. Are you not staying in the spare room? Abigail fights a smile, clearly happy with the idea of this. I thought I was, but I guess he gave me his bedroom, I admit. I really did think it was the spare room at first because of how bare it kind of was, but going off his mom, that's his style. Oh. The one word drips with disappointment from Abigail. At least I know she's fully on board if Jackson and I did become a thing. I keep to myself that I checked all the other rooms, being nosy, and did not see a spare bedroom. Oh, there had been other rooms, but none had a bed in them. Interesting. I'd been meaning to ask Jackson about it. I didn't want him sleeping on the couch. I felt guilty, but one thing led to another last night, and we shared the bed. Something I hope we repeat in the near future. I got it, I announce when the timer on the oven goes off. Before opening the oven door to grab the macaroni and cheese, I grab the pot holders. Oh! I yelp when I'm pulling it out and my forearm brushes against the metal rack. The dish falls from my hand. I cringe, closing my eyes, preparing to feel the splatter of hot, melty cheese all over my legs. But instead, an arm wraps around me, yanking me back. Let me see. Jackson turns me toward him to inspect my arm. There is a thin red line. I'm sure my face is just as red with embarrassment. Of course, I messed up in front of everyone. Memories of my mom chastising me for always doing things wrong come to the forefront of my mind. I want to run and hide, but I know that's not possible while Jackson is this close to me. I'm sorry, I whisper. A knot forms in my throat. Both Abigail and June rush to tell me it's okay, but I can't help but still be self-conscious. Maybe I should stay out of the kitchen like June does. I'm more trouble than I am help. Come on. Jackson scoops me up into his arms, carrying me out of the kitchen. What are you doing? The first aid kit is in the bathroom. I can walk. The man is always picking me up. I kind of love it, but right now I want to hide in the bathroom alone until I'm not embarrassed anymore. And I can carry. He sets me down on the counter in the bathroom. They're all going to think something is going on with us if you keep manhandling me. Since we got here, if Jackson and I are near each other, he is always touching me, and everyone is noticing. There is no missing their eyes on us. There is something going on between us. Jackson leans down to grab the first aid kit. I watch as he gently tends to the small burn. I don't think it's going to blister, but with how Jackson treats it, you'd think it is a first-degree burn. How's it feeling? He asks when he puts the bandage over it. I'm good. To try to reassure him, I give him a smile. Jackson puts everything away. I start to slip off the counter, but he stops me. His hand comes down on both sides of my legs, caging me in. He leans in, his face getting closer to mine. Is there a problem with people knowing about us? I don't know, I admit. His eyebrows rise. I can tell from his expression that he doesn't care for my response. I mean, you don't even live here. If we're a fling or whatever, I came inside of you, he says bluntly. Jackson! I hiss, burying my face in his chest. He wraps his arm around me, keeping me pinned against him. Don't call us a fling. I peek up at him. Then what is this? You're mine. I open my mouth to ask him what that fully means, but Abigail lets out an excited squeal. Jackson didn't close the bathroom door. Mom, can you give us a second? No, food is done. A smile lights up her whole face. Jackson's hands go to my hips to pull me off the counter. Abigail grabs my hand to lead me away. Did I ever tell you I used to be a wedding planner when I was younger? I glance over my shoulder at Jackson, who is smirking while shaking his head. Are we really talking about weddings right now? This all seems too fast, but right. Too bad I think I might still be engaged to another man.
Chapter 19. Jackson. Give me your mouth, princess. Paisley's cheeks turn pink at my order. I have no fucking clue how she still blushes. It wasn't 20 minutes ago that I had her spread out on my kitchen island, eating her pussy while she moaned my name and almost pulled my hair out of my head. Paisley drops her head back, offering me her lips still. I wrap my arms around her, pulling her into me as I claim her mouth. I don't give a fuck who sees us. Actually, part of why I'm doing this is because everyone can see. We're in the center of town, outside of the diner. I'm sure most people in town already know about us. Over the last week, I haven't been shy about my possessiveness of Paisley. The whole town should be well aware at this point. But just in case, I'll continue to remind them every chance I get that Paisley is mine.
Seriously?
June scoffs.
I was starving, and now I've lost my appetite.
Paisley giggles against my mouth. How the hell have I lived without that sound for so long? She's full of shit. Junebug is always hungry. My sister can out-eat me.
I should go,
Paisley says, knowing that my sister is waiting for her. They're going to have an early dinner before Paisley has to work. I hate that bar. I have to drop her off there all the fucking time. I suppose I'm not dropping her off if I always hang around. I'll see you later. I let my hand slide down to give her ass a squeeze.
You don't have to hang out at the bar all night. I'm sure you have other things to do.
Told you, princess. I never do anything I don't want to. If I'm at the bar, it's because I want to be.
If they're out of coconut key lime pie because you two can't keep your hands off each other, I'm coming.
Paisley cuts her off, taking a step back from me. My fingers itch to grab her and pull her to me again, but I keep it under control. If I had it my way, she'd be with me at all times, but I know that's irrational. I need to get back home. Blue has been trying to get in touch with me. I keep telling him I'll get back to him, planning to do so after Paisley falls asleep, but I can never manage to slip out of bed when she's in it with me. Go on. I nod for her to head for the sidewalk.
I'll miss you.
She says this as she passes by me. I grab the open passenger door to my truck so that I don't try to stop her. Miss you too, princess.
Jesus, what have you done to my brother? He's a mushy goober now.
June may act as though she's grossed out, but I know she's loving every damn second of this.
He is not.
Paisley is eager to defend me. I watch the two of them disappear into the diner, but not before my princess glances over her shoulder to give me one last look before she's gone. I slam the truck door before heading over to the driver's side. It doesn't take me long to get home. I find Tigger stretched out across my desk. Half of his body is on top of my keyboard. It makes me smile. He is one of the many things inside my home that has Paisley's touch on it now. Slowly, she has added a few things around the house. Her clothes are put away in my closet. That one might be on me. I was sick of seeing the suitcases packed. She added some throw pillows she picked up at one of the little stores in town while I was in the hardware store the other afternoon. There are random vases of flowers she's picked while out in the field. I should ask her if she'd like a greenhouse, too. Fuck, I'm getting ahead of myself. Other things need to be handled. Come on, boy. I pick Tigger up off my laptop and place him in one of the chairs in front of my desk. He barely opens his eyes. I flick the laptop on, pulling out my phone to call Blue at the same time.
About damn time,
Blue says the second he answers.
Her parents are up my ass. I'm pretty sure we're fired.
Fuck, I mutter to myself. Not because I want this job, but because I don't want them to give it to someone else. It wasn't hard for me to track Paisley down. I need you to clear out any trace of her, any footage that caught sight of her, anything that can lead to here.
Are you sure about that? I'm not sure that's legal.
You think everything we did for our own government was legal? Blue lets out a low chuckle because he knows I'm right.
All right, I'll handle it.
The brother?
I'm still on it. I think I'm closing in. I should have something in a few hours.
Why has he been so hard to find? There is no reason why Luca Woods should have been this difficult to track down. He's the wild card in this whole thing. I already have the drop on the parents and that fuckwad they tried to marry her off to.
You really haven't read over the shit I've sent you.
Out with it. I don't need a reminder of how out of it I've been. Even when I'd gone over the folder Blue gave me when I came out here, all my attention had been on the details of Paisley. Her brother was an afterthought because of the distance he seemed to keep from all the other Woodses, but he was an end I wanted to cover, one that was irritating me since he couldn't be tracked down. I don't like loose ends. I've learned they always come back to haunt you in one way or another. That's a chance I'm not willing to take when it comes to Paisley.
He founded Luca Technology.
It sounds familiar. I search my brain for it. I've used Luca Technology.
Yes, we have.
Well, shit. That explains it. Paisley's brother is not only into tech, but is good enough at it that he provides for the U.S. government.
Yeah, but I'll reach out to someone I know.
All right, I'll give you a few hours. If you don't get it by then, I'll make a call. I'm not big on reaching out for favors or cashing in ones I have, but for Paisley, I'll do anything. Either way, it would take me a few hours to get it myself. If Blue already has someone on it, I'll let him handle it for now.
Why don't you go ahead and read what I have sent over? Bentley Bloomberg, the fiancé?
He's not her fiancé. I growl, clenching my teeth.
Okay.
Blue chuckles. Not sure what is so fucking funny.
Bentley Bloomberg, the non-fiancé, is a real piece of work. He looks clean and shiny on paper, but he's anything but.
That goes without saying. The Bloomberg name isn't new. It's the oldest kind of money. The Woods family sat pretty damn close, but I'm sure they're chomping at the bit to be tied in with the Bloombergs. But this isn't 20 years ago. Hell, not even 10 years. It's not so easy to stop the spread of information anymore. You can't buy your way out of a story if someone truly wants it out there. The catch and kill doesn't work as well as it once did. Those tracks, not so easy to clean up. I want every dirty secret you can find on both the Woodses and Bloombergs. I'm going to make these people pay for what they're trying to do to my girl.
Are you going to get me killed?
I understand Blue's concern. People with their kind of wealth can reach almost anywhere. The problem for them, though, is they truly don't want to get their own hands dirty. They'll pay to have it done, but they won't personally do it. You need someone like Blue or me. Unfortunately, they started with the best, so their backs are up against the wall now. You'll be fine. I'm going to send you a contact to reach out to. She'll be able to get you all kinds of information. I'll need you to go through it and send me the highlights.
What are you going to do?
Hopefully, I won't have to do anything. Sometimes all you need is a little blackmail. If they're lucky, that's the worst I'll do.
Chapter 20. Paisley.
You all right?
I jump, letting out a small scream.
Whoa, it's just me.
Cole laughs. Sorry. I wipe my hands down the front of my jeans. I'm not sure how to go about this.
Why are you so jumpy?
He's right. I'm on edge. He would be too if he knew what I was about to ask him. I've been trying for the last 20 minutes, but I'm unsure exactly how to word it. It may be because I think my request might be illegal. I wanted to talk to you about something. I glance around the bar to make sure no one is on to me. It's been a slow night. I've been stalling to pull Cole aside and talk to him, but I need to do it before Jackson shows up. Once he gets here, he won't let me out of his sight. No one has ever watched over me the way Jackson does. Some people would probably get annoyed by it, but that's the opposite of the way it makes me feel.
So, talk.
Cole puts his elbows on the bar, giving me his full attention. I guess it's more like asking you something. I correct myself. Cole only raises a brow while waiting. Okay, so I kind of need to see about getting some drugs. I breathe a sigh of relief that I finally managed to get the words out.
What?
His expression turns into one of confusion. I mean, I know it's not legal or whatever, but I need them. It's the truth. He's the only person I can ask around here.
That's what most addicts say.
Oh, crap. This is not going the way I planned. It's not a bad drug. I probably should have started with that.
What the hell are you talking about here, Paisley?
I'm running low on insulin. I need you to help me get some from somewhere. I normally would just go to a damn doctor or urgent care, but that's not an option when you're on the run and hiding out. I know how far my family's reach is.
Can't you get that from the pharmacy?
He shakes his head, as if I've lost my mind. You need a prescription.
Okay. You don't have one?
Not here.
I'm pretty sure they can transfer them.
My stomach turns.
Hey.
Cole must see my distress. His whole demeanor softens.
Have you talked to Jack about this? If anyone can get anything in this town, it would be him.
No. I worry my bottom lip between my teeth. I didn't want to ask him to do something against the law for me. Jackson's an American hero. He got hurt in the line of duty, saving someone and everything. His girlfriend can't have him get her drugs. Plus, it would open up so many other things. The main one being that I think I'm engaged. Though I was never asked, I'm not sure how that all works. But still.
Paisley, it's obvious to anyone with eyes that you have secrets. I think it's time you told Jack about them.
I know. I've been debating it for a few days now. I can't hide them forever. I'm sure my parents are searching for me, and it's only a matter of time before they end up finding me if I stay in one place. I don't want him to think of me as a liar.
Not all lies are bad. It can be hard to trust people. But I think you trust him, don't you?
Yes, I say without hesitation. Jackson has been so good to me. I'd trust him with my life. But that's not the issue. It's how he'll see me after that I'm worried about. When my parents do find me, I'm sure they'll make up stories to get me to come back home. They always have a way of getting what they want. It's why I had to run. If they didn't know where I was, then they couldn't get in my ear. Guilt me into doing what they want.
Talk to him.
He knocks on top of the bar, then nods his head toward the other side of the room. I turn to see the very man we're talking about coming toward me. When our eyes meet, a smile tugs at his lips. The man can go from looking like a grumpy bear to being easygoing with one of the smiles that I'm noticing are reserved for me alone. Without a thought, I rush over toward him. When I'm close enough, he reaches out and scoops me up. As he plants a kiss on my lips, my feet leave the floor. I melt into him, forgetting about everything else in this moment. Jackson has a way of doing that to me.
How's your night been so far?
He lets me slide down the front of his body until my feet touch the floor. His hand goes to my ass, keeping me flush against him. It's been slow.
Cole, can I take my girl home?
Jackson asks across the bar for everyone to hear. It makes me smile, but still, I hide my face in his chest, feeling shy. Jackson doesn't try to hide the fact that we're a thing. I'm not sure what that thing is, but right now, I'm his.
Yeah, we're dead tonight,
Cole says. Jackson gives my ass a squeeze.
Go get your stuff, princess.
All right, I agree, before releasing his hold on me. Jackson drops a kiss on the top of my head. I do one last check on the tables I was serving before I head to the back to get my things. When I come out, Cole and Jackson are talking. Jackson wraps an arm around me, leading me out of the bar. I don't miss the few glares I get from some of the local girls. You know, you've got a fan club, I tell him on our drive back home. His home, I mentally correct. Well, one of his homes. Jackson doesn't actually live here full time. This place is just for when he's in town. That is probably something I should be thinking about. I need to find somewhere more permanent. I don't want to go back to the motel whenever Jackson decides he wants to head back to the city. He hasn't told me how long he's staying. June said he never stays more than a handful of days. It's well past that now. I'm sure he'll be heading out any day now. A sense of loss fills me at the thought of his departure.
Fan club?
There are girls in this town that are in love with you. He flicks a glance toward me.
I've never dated anyone from this town.
It doesn't mean they aren't in love with you.
Is someone giving you a problem, princess?
His tone is tight with irritation. No, I rush to say. A few dirty looks won't hurt me.
They do tip like shit, though. You should quit.
What?
You don't need to work there.
I can't just quit.
You can.
Jackson pulls down his long driveway. I fold my arms over my chest, not wanting to fight with him. The second the truck stops, I get out.
Princess.
I can hear the warning in Jackson's tone, but that doesn't stop me. I ignore him and head for the front door. I know he always wants to open the door for me. I suppose it's my small act of rebellion.
You want to fight?
Jackson calls me right out on it. Okay, maybe I do. How can you just say that? I throw my hands up.
Because I think you're itching for a fight.
He shrugs, strolling up toward the front door. He doesn't look pissed now. If anything, he's relaxed. Saying I should just quit. Then what? I stomp my foot. I have to feed myself and Tigger, get a place to live, and pay for my medications. My eyes start to fill with tears. I don't even know what they cost, but I know it can't be cheap.
Princess.
Jackson closes the space between us, pulling me into his arms.
Everything is going to be all right.
No, it's not. I sniffle.
You're killing me with the tears.
He lifts me up, somehow managing to get the front door open while caring for me. When we get into the house, he sets me down on the kitchen island.
Hey.
Jackson's hand comes to my chin, tilting my head back to meet his eyes.
I've got you.
To prove his point, he walks over to the refrigerator and opens it. He motions to the inside of the door, where there are boxes of insulin. How did you... I trail off.
I saw you were running low. I made a call. I got it set up for delivery. It will come monthly along with your sensors.
He closes the refrigerator door. I'm overwhelmed with emotion. Monthly? Jackson keeps doing all these things for me. That a problem? But, again, I trail off. Jackson comes over to me, placing his hands on either side of my legs, caging me in. Talk to me, princess. I don't know where to start.
Anywhere that you want.
I'm scared, I admit.
Of what?
Jackson's whole body goes solid, as if there is a threat, and he is readying himself to take it on for me. Of losing you, I whisper. Jackson lets out a low chuckle, his whole body relaxing now.
Princess, if you should be scared of anything, it's the fact I'm never going to let you go.
Chapter 21. Jackson. Paisley doesn't flinch at my words or try to pull back. Instead, a small smile pulls on those plump lips of hers. I feel myself relax. I'd been pissed on the drive home, until she got mad at me. Whatever anger I had went up in a puff of smoke. She'd even stomped her foot at me. She reminded me of an angry kitten. Not that I'd ever tell her that. It was one of the most adorable things I've ever seen. Then my anger came rushing back when she said that she was scared. I didn't like that shit one fucking bit. The last thing I thought she was going to say was that losing me was the reason for it. Good. That means my princess has no plans to try and get away from me. So this isn't just some summer fling or something? When did I ever give you that impression? She shrugs one of her delicate shoulders. We haven't talked about the future. I'm your future. You're mine. I tell her. Simple as that. It's not that easy. It is. Paisley purses her lips. And you don't need that damn job. I feed you. You sleep in our bed, so you don't need another place. And I take care of your medication. The last part gets me pissed again. I hated hearing Cole tell me about how my woman was asking him about helping her get her medication. I want her to come to me. Hell, I had already taken care of it. I saw it was running low and made a few calls. You don't even live here. I can live anywhere. Sure, we might need to pop into the city every now and then, but that's just details, babe. But we could... Don't finish that sentence. I cut her the hell off. We're not going near the topic of us not being together. You don't even know who I am. I know. It's not a lie. I know what matters, but if you need time to tell me more, I understand. But I would appreciate it if you need something. Come to me, not Cole. Sorry. She glances down, her shoulders slumping. Don't do that. Stay with me. You're mad, Paisley whispers. I was, but not at you. Been trying to get you close to me. I didn't ask you because I thought it could get you in trouble. And worse, I'd have to admit things about my past that I wasn't ready to yet. She licks her lips, stalling. I decide to keep quiet, to wait her out, knowing she's on the verge of opening up to me. I think I'm engaged, Paisley finally blurts out. I'm instantly happy and pissed off at the same time. Glad she trusts me enough to open up to me, and mad as hell at the mention of anyone else thinking she's theirs. She is the only person in the world that can make me feel so many different emotions at once, some on opposite ends of each other. You're not engaged. I quickly correct her. Unless you want to be. I don't. I give her a pointed look. I mean, to the man my parents want me to marry. But you wouldn't mind being engaged to someone else. Jackson. A blush starts to form on her cheeks. If you were married, you couldn't be engaged to anyone. I say before I can think better of it. It's a fucked up thing to suggest, but I don't really care. I should have thought of this sooner. It's brilliant. The answer has been right in front of me this whole time. You'd really marry me right now? Her voice sounds both skeptical and optimistic at the same time. Told you, I'm never letting you go. Married or not, you're still going to be mine. Her whole face lights up. I plan on seeing it do that exact thing for the rest of my damn life.
I should probably tell you about who your in-laws are.
I scoop her back up into my arms and carry her over to the couch. I sit down so that she's straddling me. Tell me, Princess. I tuck a piece of her hair behind her ear. All of it. Paisley relaxes into me and tells me everything. I know a lot of it already. What I didn't get from the folder was how neglected she'd been her whole life. Her parents could buy her anything, but they couldn't give her the one thing she truly wanted: to belong, to have a family of her own, to feel wanted. That's where I come in. I can and will give her each and every one of those things, and so much more.
If they find me, they'll make me marry him.
I catch the small tremble in her voice. It's one of fear. Not only of her family, but of Bentley Bloomberg, too. I need to read over what Blue sent on him. In the end, it doesn't matter, though. I'll destroy any fear she has. It won't matter the cost. No one can make you do shit.
You don't know them. Even if we did get married, they'd just go after you to get to me. They always get what they want in the end.
So do I. Paisley leans forward to lay her head on my shoulder. I rub my hands up and down her back, wanting to reassure her. Your parents aren't the only ones with friends in high places, Princess. Trust that I'll handle this.
I trust you.
Her words are a double-edged sword. I want that trust, but I shouldn't have it. She's told me all her secrets, but I've yet to tell her my own. Paisley. I trail my fingers up her back. Damn, she feels good in my arms. I don't want to ruin the moment. I've finally gotten her to open up to me.
I don't like it when you use my name.
She lifts her head. Princess. That one word makes her smile. Any worries she was holding on to are dissipating. I fucking love the fact that's me giving her that she's blooming for me.
I'd think it was condescending if it were anyone else, being as who I am and where I come from, but not you.
She wiggles in my lap. To stop her, I grip her hips, making her pussy sit right on my cock. I'm trying to focus on what she's saying, but she isn't making it easy. In fact, she is making it very hard.
You treat me like a princess you want to take care of.
I will take care of you.
I know.
She licks her lips.
But you never let me take care of you.
Paisley's hands slide down my chest, stopping at the top of my jeans. Her delicate fingers reach for the button on them. I haven't let her get too close to my cock, but make no mistake, I've gotten off multiple times over the past 10 days. Several times. I've even found myself partially inside her. I've come so damn close to thrusting all the way inside her sweet, warm cunt. Princess.
Please.
Her bottom lip puffs out. I close my eyes and drop my head back. She's fucking begging for it. I can't tell you no, I finally say. That's all she needs. I could almost come watching how greedy she is at undoing my pants to get my cock out. Then, when she slides off my lap to drop between my thighs, her delicate hand wraps around my cock.
I've never done this before,
she admits, as if I need to be reminded that I'll be the only man she ever has her mouth on. Promise you, Princess. You can do anything, and I'll enjoy the fuck out of it.
Really?
As she starts to slowly stroke me, she gives me a tentative smile. I grit my teeth, but only grunt a response. This seems to spur her on. Paisley leans forward, her tongue swiping across the head of my cock, licking up the small bead of cum that is formed there. Her eyes lock with mine. I'm not going to survive this. It's torture, of the best kind. Take me in your mouth, Princess. I watch as she does exactly that, her lips wrapping around the head of my cock. She's eager, taking more of me each time. I can tell by her flushed cheeks that she's turned on. I bet if I reached between her legs, she'd be soaked. I continued to watch her, the feeling almost too much pleasure for me to remain sane. I want to reach down and grab her hair in my hand to take some of the control, but I don't. I want her to give this to me. You suck a good cock. You like that. You like driving me insane. Her mouth tightens more on me with each dirty word I utter, teasing all my control. There is no way in hell that I'm coming in her mouth today. I want to mark her as mine, but not before I make her come. So I give in to the urge to tangle my fingers in her hair. I pull her head up, and her eyes have closed to concentrate on giving me pleasure. Look at me. I tug on her hair. Her eyes meet mine. I want you to take off your bottoms. Need you bare. She hesitates for a second, making me tighten my grip on her hair. Now, princess. I release my hold on her. She does as I ask, somehow shimmying out of them while keeping her mouth on me. Reach down with your hand and rub that sweet cunt. I know it's wet for me. She moans around my cock as she rubs herself. Give me a taste. Her slick fingers reach up, and I lean forward, taking them in my mouth. A groan leaves me as her taste hits my tongue. I suck every last drop of her sweetness from her fingers, eventually letting them fall from my mouth. That does me in. It's too much. Before I know it, I have her lifted in my arms and am seating her on the couch, myself now the one on my knees, with my face inches from her dripping wet cunt. Hey, I was busy making you feel good. She tries to protest, but before she can say anything further, I latch my mouth onto her, sucking and licking her until she's screaming my name in pleasure. Exactly how it should be. Once she's satisfied, I stand, my cock begging for a taste of his own. But today is not that day. I don't want there to be any lies between us the first time I fully take her. Jackson. Her sultry voice breaks me from my thoughts. She sits up a bit. Fuck. She's the most beautiful creature I've ever laid eyes on. Lift your shirt, princess. Show me those beautiful tits. She does exactly as she's instructed. Her pert pink nipples beg to have my mouth on them. Spread your legs. I reach down and stroke my cock at the side of her. The need to mark her skin is driving me hard. It's barbaric, but I have to have this. It's not long before I'm coming, my release coating her cunt. Before I can say a word, she reaches down, coating her fingers with my release, and brings them to her mouth. She is truly trying to kill me or drive me insane. I lean down and take her mouth. This kiss is different from all the others. It's a bit rough and raw, letting her know she's mine now. Put your panties back on. I break the kiss, knowing if I don't stop now, there will be no turning back. I want more. I close my eyes for a second to get myself under control. I hate denying her, but I know it's the right thing to do. Something I haven't always done when it comes to my princess.
Chapter 22. Paisley. Let me see that thing! June snaps the black American Express card out of my hand. It's black! Aren't they all black? At my response, she bursts into laughter. No, Richie Rich, they're not. June tries to bend the card, but it's metal. I still can't believe you're some filthy rich heiress. I'd spent lunch telling June who I truly was. I didn't want to continue lying to her. She hadn't been too shocked. I am not, I hiss, glancing around to make sure no one can hear us. Not only am I still secretly hiding, but I also don't want anyone to treat me differently. In Cottonwood, the last name Woods means nothing, and I want it to stay that way. It's not even my card. I hold my hand out for her to give it back to me. Still, you think all American Express cards should be black. That's only for the rich. It's your brother's card, I point out. When he dropped me off for one of my afternoon lunches with June, He thrust it upon me. He told me he wanted me to pick up some more things for the house. And he wants you to buy items to decorate the house, the same house he would barely let Mom touch. June has a wickedly happy smirk as she says all of this. I don't get a chance to respond, not that I have much of one, because what she is saying is all true. I'm sure Abigail would be as tickled about this as June is. I tried to push back, thinking he should be there to help me pick it out. It was his home and his card, but it was an exercise in futility. Once Jackson gets an idea into his head, there is no stopping him. The man can be stubborn. It can be annoyingly charming. "Do you girls want anything?" Rose inquires while giving Tigger a scratch under his chin. He sits beside me in the booth. He enjoys getting out of the house. I have a harness and leash for him, but he doesn't need it. "Nah, we're good." June once again snags the card from me. "You can use this." "June!" I try to grab it back, but Rose is quicker. "It's fine. We all know Jack is in love. He won't give a shit about paying for his sister and woman's lunch." With that, Rose is off. I feel my cheeks warm. I haven't gotten used to people seeing me and Jackson as a couple. Everything has happened so fast. Plus, we haven't said the L word yet. There's also the little detail of us not even having had sex yet, too. Jackson did, however, speak about marriage. He's brought it up a few times. It always makes me feel like there is a jar of butterflies being released inside me when he mentions it. "Are you blushing at the L word?" "How do you always know everything?" "I know my brother loves you." She shrugs. He hasn't said it. Neither have I remind myself, even though that's exactly how I feel. Trust me, he doesn't have to. It's in everything he does. I can't argue with her there. "I didn't know you were an heiress, but I did know you weren't poor." "June," I sigh, not wanting to make this a thing. "What? Don't heirs have trusts and stuff?" "I think. They don't call us trust fund babies for no reason." "You think?" "A lot of trusts are done to save money, taxes, and generational wealth. It's all about staying wealthy and keeping the name strong." I roll my eyes. It's all stupid if you ask me. I'd rather have happiness. I know it's easy to say when you've had money all your life, but I left all that behind, and this is truly the happiest I've ever been. See, you don't even say rich. You say wealthy. "June!" I hiss again, seeing Rose heading our way with Jackson's card. June slips Tigger a bite of bacon. "Right." June sits up straighter but leans forward to whisper. "Money talks, wealth whispers." I snort a laugh. "Do you think we could get that on one of those boards people hang up? Like those stupid live, love, laugh ones?" I shake my head, holding back more laughter as June signs for the check. This is one of the things I love about June. She has a way of making light of things. "Why can't we focus on your love life for once?" I ask June as we make our way out of the diner. I pick up Tigger and put him into my oversized tote. I already have a love. Horses don't count. I spot Jackson's truck at the end of the street at City Hall. I wonder what he's up to. He said he had some things to handle. "Horses do too count." June hooks her arm with mine, guiding me down towards some of the shops. "What about the vet?" "What about him?" I nod toward the vet coming out of Minnie's bakery. "Oh, shit." June tries to pull me between the diner and the optician's office. For once, she isn't quick enough. Dr. Baxter spots her, calling out her name. "Why are you trying to hide?" I say it under my breath. Oh, God. When I see someone I know, I squeak. "Hide!" We both try to turn and get away, but end up running into each other. Paisley! My brother calls after me. Fuck me! June rubs her chin where I knocked it with my head. Sorry. Are you okay? Dr. Baxter inquires. He tilts June's chin for a closer look. I notice her cheeks start to turn pink. Wait, is June blushing? Stop. June steps back, causing Dr. Baxter's hand to drop. I'm fine. Paisley! For a moment, I had forgotten about my brother. I'm not sure if I should still be trying to get away from him or hug him. Instead, I only stand there. Who's the suit? June cuts in. I swear my brother is always in a suit. I can't picture him in anything else. I think he may have been born wearing one. My brother. He looks so out of place, standing here in the center of town. He exudes wealth. No one would ever mistake him for being poor. Whoa, hold on here, Mr. Richie Rich. June steps protectively in front of me. She's not going anywhere. What's going on? Dr. Baxter asks. Woods says he's been trying to find his sister. Okay, newbie. June points her finger at Dr. Baxter. You don't just tell randoms about the locals. I think I might be newer around here than the new vet, but I keep that to myself. Well, if maybe you let me take you out, I could learn all these rules I should know.
That's enough.
My brother cuts in. I can't help but stand up a bit straighter at his firm tone. Even Dr. Baxter takes half a step back. June, however, gives no shits. She doesn't budge. Enough of what, city boy? June has to drop her head all the way back to stare up at my brother. He's always been tall. Luca might not be built as big as Jackson, but he has always been athletic. He played baseball throughout school, and I believe he ran track, too. My parents proudly display many of his trophies and accomplishments in one of their numerous homes. Luca stares down at June, his brows pulling together. I can't tell if he's annoyed or curious. I'm guessing not many people stand up against Luca. Not even my parents have that privilege anymore, which makes me wonder why he's here. He has nothing to do with them. Why the heck would he be helping them look for me? Why are you here, Luca? I ask, not wanting June to get out of hand, because the look in her eyes tells me she's about 2 seconds from letting loose on Luca. You've gotten yourself into some trouble, he finally answers, tearing his attention away from June. I think you're the one who's gotten himself into some trouble. June puts her hands on her hips. Oh, crap. I haven't known her for long, but I've seen this side of her a few times when drunk men have tried to get out of hand at the bar. Your brother doesn't intimidate me, Miss Grayson. Luca adjusts his tie. Where is Jackson Grayson? For being the best at his job, he's done a terrible job of handing her over to our parents. It appears that he had no trouble locating her. What? I gasp, trying to understand what he's saying. You don't know what the hell you're talking about, asshole! June doesn't miss a beat. Either she doesn't believe my brother, or she already knows. They hired Jackson? I ask, wanting to be clear. They did, Luca says. And that's why you're here? He's not taking you anywhere. June tries to wiggle her way back into our conversation. In fact, we're leaving. She hooks her arm through mine. I am not here to return you to our parents. I'm here to get you out of this mess. Really? I remove my arm from June's. Don't trust him. She grabs it back. I think it might be best if we get out of here, Paisley. My brother checks his watch, touching the screen a few times. Before Jackson gets here. Luca wants me to leave, to just go with him. Can I do that? Without talking to Jackson? I don't have much of a choice to believe anything other than Jackson has been working for my parents. It makes sense. An ache forms in the center of my chest at the thought. Tears are burning in my eyes, but I hold them back. How could I have been so damn dumb and naive? I told you she's not going anywhere with you. June's voice is getting louder now.
Don't worry, June.
My brother's eyes narrow on her.
I'm not done with you yet. I'll be back to clean up.
He turns his gaze back toward me.
After I get you out of here. They aren't the only ones looking for you.
Not done with me? Who the hell does he think he is? June mutters. Maybe I'm not done with you. Is it Bentley? I wrap my arms around myself. Thinking about him makes me uncomfortable. Tigger meows, sensing my distress.
That, and there are other things that might need to be handled.
Bentley? The loser you're supposed to marry? I was never going to marry him, I say defensively. What other things?
Pays.
My brother holds his hand out. I can't remember the last time he called me that.
We need to get out of here.
I'll explain more once we're on the move. I may not have been close to Luca growing up, but I know he would never do anything to hurt me. You're not taking her! June tries to smack his outstretched hand, but Luca manages to snag her around the wrist. He yanks her forward. Her body collides with his.
Then you can come along for the ride.
Fine, she hisses.
Maybe I should call someone?
Dr. Baxter says, but it comes out like he is asking if he can.
Do whatever you wish,
my brother responds, not letting go of June's wrist. She doesn't fight him. Luca! I follow after them. I'll go with you. Don't kidnap June.
It's not kidnapping.
He stops walking.
Stay or go?
Go! You're not taking my best friend.
Best friend? One you've been lying to.
My brother responds as he starts to walk again. It's not like that, I swear. June gives me a pleading expression. I'm not sure what to think. In fact, I keep quiet as we all get into a waiting SUV. June doesn't. The hell are we going?
Fort Bree.
My brother pulls out his phone. I'm sitting between the two of them in the back seat. The army base?
Is there another Fort Bree around here?
Luca answers dryly. Why are we going to an army base? June grits out between her teeth. She's about to lose it. Her cheeks are all rosy again. I wish I could be as mad as her. I don't know what I feel right now. All I can think about is Jackson. I don't understand.
It's where my plane is.
Your plane? June and I both say at the same time. How is your plane on an army base? June gapes at him. That's what I was wondering. I'm not shocked he has a plane. Just the location of it at this moment.
I have friends in high places.
Luca smirks. That's so. June smirks right back. I don't think you're as smart as you think you are. I know that smile. June knows something. Then again, she always does.
Chapter 23. Jackson. Maybe I should have taken him to the hospital. Sheriff Lee scratches his beard. Bentley Bloomberg is out cold. He'll come around. I hadn't hit him that hard. Little shit went down like a house of cards. I was going to see the same to be true about the rest of his life. After what we found on him, there was no going back for this fucker. I not only had him by the balls, but his family name by the throat. They'll play along real nice if they want to keep things locked up tightly. He'll be fine. He's lucky I didn't kill him. He is also lucky Lee has him behind bars in a cell where I now can't reach him. Don't say shit like that. I promise you, Lee, this isn't going to be your problem. I have someone on the way to pick him up. Then put him someplace he can't hurt anyone else ever again. I can't just release him to random people. They'll have paperwork. Take it and don't ask questions. It's easier that way. Lee mutters a few choice words. Bentley Bloomberg had made it all too easy for me to find him. In fact, he came right to me. I found out this morning he was headed my way. There were only a few places for him to go to find Paisley. I cut him off before he could try any of them. I made sure Paisley was safe and occupied while I tied up this loose end. I didn't want her to worry. But I really don't like keeping things from her. Unfortunately, it seems like I keep adding things to the list. My phone goes off. Gotta take this, I tell Lee, not waiting for a response. I know that sound. I have different alerts set for Paisley. They override when my phone is even on silent. It's not her sensor either. It's the alert I have on her location. She's moved outside of town. I'm already walking out toward my truck as I check my phone. I have to clear past Blue, who is trying to call me. The fuck? I glance down Main Street and see my sister's truck still in front of the diner. That's when the fear hits me. I jump into my truck and take off. I'm about to pull up my sister's location next to see if they're still together when Blue calls again. What the hell is going on? I press on the gas. There are only a few possibilities. One is at the forefront of my mind. Paisley only ever talks about one person with any kind of affection when it comes to her past. Her brother. I know her parents wouldn't just kidnap her. No, not after the special delivery I sent to them last night. They've probably been on the phone with lawyers, making sure their names weren't about to be dragged through the mud. Honestly, that decision will lie in Paisley's hands, once I get mine back on her. The brother! He's here. It's not a question. I can feel it. Been trying to call you for a while. I've been busy. I should have never taken my eyes off her. My only comfort is that I don't think her brother would hurt her. He probably thinks he's saving her somehow. What do you need me to do? Blue asks. Nothing. I tell him before ending the call. This is on me now. It's time to come clean. I make another call. I know where they are headed. When it comes to landing a plane around here, there are only so many options, and I have no doubt Luca brought his own plane. It doesn't take me long to make it to Fort Bry. I head straight for the runway. It's not hard to spot which plane belongs to Luca. It stands out among all the others. Not that it matters. I spot Paisley and my sister right away. I see Luca arguing with a couple of men in uniform. They must have received instructions not to allow the plane to take off. Not until I collect what's mine. One way or another, Paisley is coming with me. If she wants to leave, she will do so with me. I'll take her anywhere she wants in the world. What I won't do is let her go. She'll have a giant shadow that follows her around. When they hear me pull up, they all turn. Paisley's eyes widen, my sister smirks, and Luca is just fucking pissed. Good, that makes two of us. Who the fuck does he think he is? I barely have my truck in park, and I'm getting out. Luca steps forward. You don't want to do this. Not with me. I warn, clearing the distance between Paisley and me. She doesn't want to stay. Luca stands firm. I don't care if he's her brother. I'll knock him on his ass. I come to a stop in front of all of them. My sister rocks back and forth in her cowboy boots, watching everything unfold. Princess, come here. She takes a step forward, but then stops herself. A small part of me relishes the fact that it was her body's natural reaction to come to me. She's not one of your men, Jackson. My sister rolls her eyes at me. Fuck me. I know that, but I'm on edge. She's 20 feet from a plane that could take her away from me. All my life, I've been good under pressure. Hell, I excel at it. Right now, I have no control. The little bit I do have is keeping me from laying her brother out before I toss her over my shoulder. My mess is big enough. I don't need more to clean up. That's how you speak to her? Luca scoffs. You can shut the fuck up. You don't speak to her at all. I snap back at him. His jaw clenches, but he quickly masks the fact that I landed my verbal blow.
You lied to me.
Paisley gazes down at the ground. The hurt in her voice is enough to kill a man. I didn't lie to you. I clear the rest of the space between us. I sink my fingers into her hair, tilting her head back to stare up at me. I need her eyes on me.
It was a lie. We're a lie.
Her eyes fill with unshed tears, killing me. I drop my forehead on hers. I came here for you, Paisley, not because of your parents. When I got on the plane, it was because I wanted you for myself. I'm a selfish bastard when it comes to you, Princess. I'm not sharing you with anyone. I brush my mouth against hers. She doesn't try to pull away. I love you, I confess, and I'm never letting you go. I press my mouth against hers. This princess will always be mine.
Chapter 24. Paisley. My body betrays me. As much as I know I should pull away, I can't do it. He chased after me. I doubted myself when we pulled up to the plane. I wasn't sure I'd be able to get on. There was still the pull I felt toward Jackson. I wanted to talk to him and hear his side of things. Although I felt hurt, I couldn't get myself to believe that what we had wasn't real, or that he would ever do anything to harm me. Everything he ever did was to protect me, even from myself at times. Jackson. I press my body against his. This feels right, the same way it has since the minute I met the man. He wraps his arms around me, holding me close. I don't ever want to leave him. He's the one place where I felt like I belong. The only place I ever felt as though I could truly be myself. He's my home. Are you two done? My brother cuts in. I let out a small gasp, having forgotten where we were for a moment. Heat rushes to my cheeks. It's not only my brother and June. There are other army personnel lingering around. Jackson takes a step toward my brother. You and I are going, Jackson. To calm him down, I run my hand up his chest. He's not a fan of my brother. I knew that before today. He's made a few offhanded comments. Jackson thinks he should have been around years ago, but it's not Luca's job to take care of me. There must be reasons why he stayed away. He came today, after all. That counts for something. I wasn't handing you over to your parents, Jackson reiterates, wanting to make that clear. But you came here for me? I peek up at him, not fully understanding. I do know that he runs and owns a large security and investigation company. He has a bunch of employees. Jackson could have sent one of his men after me, or he could have simply told my parents where I was. He hadn't done either of those things. Didn't ever believe in fate. His eyes soften on me. Then your file hit my desk, and I saw your picture. I was done for. He cups my cheek. You just happened to land in my hometown. Actually, you ran to it. I had. There was a pull I couldn't explain. It felt right when I got here, I admit. I can't help but smile. Never in a million years when I left my town to escape my parents had I ever envisioned something like this happening to me. The only hope I had was to live a life free of my parents' control. Could it really have been fate? Not only had I made Cottonwood my new home, but out of all the people my parents could have hired to find me, it was Jackson's company. The world made sure we found each other. I kind of love that. It's because you're home, Princess. My breath catches. He's right, but Jackson always is. It's one of the many things I love about him. When did my brother turn into a sappy marshmallow? June sounds utterly disgusted. I can't help but laugh while my insides melt too. My gruff military man is standing here, talking about fate and loving me. He doesn't give a crap who hears. For me, Jackson is only a marshmallow.
Paisley,
my brother tries again.
you're done.
Jackson levels my brother with a hard stare. Any softness that was there for me a few seconds ago vanishes. He sees my brother as a threat, one that can take me from him.
Do you think I don't have as much pull as you do?
My brother challenges him right back.
They'll never find your body.
There isn't a trace of humor in Jackson's words. He's not kidding. Jackson! I hiss, not wanting them to fight.
He's right, June sing-songs.
I know of a hog farm. There'd be nothing left. She gives Luca a sugary, sweet smile, but her eyes are filled with mischief.
You really want to play, kitten?
I'm starting to believe it's my brother who wants to play with June. Don't call me that, June hisses at Luca. The name is rather fitting.
We're done with this. If you want to be at the wedding, then you should probably stick around.
Wedding? Is he talking about us?
You're babysitting.
Jackson hands my bag over to June. Tigger has somehow slept through all of this. Jackson, what wedding? I try again, but he tosses me over his shoulder. I don't fight him. It would be pointless, and I don't want to. He doesn't waste any time getting us back to his place. Are you really not going to answer me? I huff. It doesn't even faze Jackson. He keeps on stripping me of my clothes until I'm standing in front of him naked in our bedroom. Any shyness I ever had about my body is long gone, not with the way his eyes always eat up every inch of me. I've never felt more beautiful in my entire life.
You know what wedding?
He reaches into the nightstand, pulling out a box. My mouth falls open as he slides a ring onto my finger.
Promised my mom I'd give you a bit to put something together.
A giant round pink diamond sits in the center with a halo of diamonds around it. The gold band makes them all shine. If there was ever a ring made for a princess, this would be it. It is the most beautiful thing I've ever worn.
Wanted to get you home and naked so I could see you in all that.
He grabs me again, tossing me onto the bed. I let out a small scream that turns into a laugh. I don't get the chance to move before Jackson is over me. I don't want to get married because of my parents.
I've handled them.
His tone is flat, unreadable. Handled? Not like June Hog-style handled, right?
If that's what you want.
I can never tell when you and June are joking. I pause, but he doesn't crack a smile. Jackson!
It's handled. They won't bother you. You're free.
He grips my hands, pinning them above my head.
Of everything and everyone but me.
I have no quarrels about that. Does that finally mean you're going to give me every inch of you? I lick my lips. Figured I'd get him to give me what I've wanted for so long.
That what you want, princess?
Please. I'm not above begging.
You already wet for me?
Jackson keeps my wrists pinned together above my head with one hand, while the other slips between my thighs. He parts the folds of my sex. A groan leaves him when he finds that I'm soaked for him. It wasn't until Jackson that I knew this kind of desire was possible. The thought of him is enough to make me grow wet. My body recognizes who owns it. It's been that way from the first day I met Jackson, and I want to be owned by him. Always.
Fuck.
He closes his eyes. No. I yank against his hand that has me pinned in place. Don't do that. Stop fighting it. His eyes fly open. Lose control, Jackson. I'm yours. I want you to give me everything. I don't want you to hold back. There's nothing between us now, and there never will be. He goes for his belt, yanking it off. Jackson doesn't bother to even take his pants all the way off. He frees his cock, and it brushes against my thigh, causing me to let out a moan. I lift my hips, but he pushes me back down. Be a good girl, princess. You'll take what I give you. I whimper, needing him so badly. The throb between my thighs is unbearable. He slides the head of his cock to my opening, pressing into me. And I'll always give you what you need. Jackson thrusts all the way inside of me. A gasp, my breath leaving me, the mixture of pain and pleasure blending together in a way I didn't know was possible. There are too many emotions and sensations. It's all too much. It's everything I've ever wanted and so much more. Fucking heaven. I don't deserve this, but I'm a selfish bastard, and I'm gonna enjoy every tight inch of you. I let out a moan, my body finally adjusting to him. Princess, Jackson grits out. Open those eyes for me. I need to know you're okay. I'm more than okay. You're crying. I hadn't realized a few tears had slipped free. Talk to me. He's the one who sounds pained now. I smile up at him, loving how in tune to me he is. I just love you so much. I press my mouth to his. He releases his hold on my wrists so I can wrap my arms around him. Take me. I've never wanted something more than I want him to truly make me his in every way. Already have. He proves it by taking me over and over again, making me come twice before he finally lets himself come with me the third time. Both of us find our pleasure together. I love you, he tells me, holding me close. I love you too. I smile against his neck, knowing this is where I was always meant to be. My life's going to be so different than so many thought it would be. Even me. Some might say I left behind a fortune, when the truth is, I found it.
Epilogue. Jackson. 5 years later. I can't take my eyes off my wife. How she has gotten more beautiful over the years, I'll never understand. She's smiling and watching our son on the little planes that go around in a circle. Her hand travels to her stomach. The small bump is barely noticeable. It popped out quickly this time. Paisley loves being pregnant. That might be a good thing, since this is going to be our third boy, and I know she still wants a little girl. I'll keep her knocked up as much as she wants. I'll add a whole other floor to our home if need be. There's nothing more sexy than seeing her belly swollen with our child. I think we are going to head out. My dad comes to stand next to me. I'm waiting in line to get Paisley another corn dog. She told me she was only coming to the fair for food. I was making sure that she got every bit that she wanted. I'll stand in 1,000 lines if it makes her happy. It's the least I can do. All right. I look around for my mom. She has my other son. Both of the boys are going home with them tonight. They enjoy spending time with their grandparents, and as much as I love my boys, I also enjoy spending time alone with my wife. Here you go, sir. The young girl behind the counter hands over the corn dog. Thanks. I drop a tip in the jar. Shit. My dad mutters. My head jerks up, my eyes going straight to my wife. Jackson. Hold this. I hand him the corn dog. I swear, I can't be away from my wife for even 2 seconds without someone sniffing around her. The locals know better. Some of them are already watching, anticipating what will happen. They all get a kick out of it. As pissed as I get, I can't blame the fuckers. Paisley might love small-town living, but she still enjoys getting herself dolled up. She is more often than not dressed in strappy sandals or heels. Hell, her sneakers are typically covered in jewels or butterflies. My wife gravitates toward anything that sparkles or shines. I never paid attention to what people wore until her. It works for her, but everything about Paisley works for me. I can see her trying to avoid the young man in cowboy boots who is attempting to talk to her. She glances around. I'm not sure if she is trying to find me in fear for the man's life or for me to save her. I'm sure it's the latter. When her eyes land on mine, they widen. She knows exactly how this is about to go down. We have had more than a few incidents in Backwoods Brew, even after I got her to quit that job. I'm about to ask the dumb fuck if he doesn't see the giant ring on her finger or the small bump on her, but my son beats me to it. He comes barreling in between my wife and cowboy boots. He's only 4, but you'd guess him to be 6 or 7. The kid is easily going to be my size. He puffs out his chest, as protective of his mom as I am. I guess all of us Grayson men are that way. Princess, I call out when I'm almost to them. Cowboy Boots steps back, and his head swings my way. He quickly backs up another few feet. Sorry, man, he blurts out before taking off. Paisley fights a laugh, not wanting to encourage my behavior, but I know deep down she eats it up. Thankfully. Growing up, my girl lacked the attention and love she deserved. I make sure I shower it down on her. There will never be another day in her life that she doesn't feel wanted or loved. Not while I'm still breathing, anyway. It amazes me that the way she was treated by her parents doesn't stop her from having a pure heart. She could have given me the all clear to destroy her family, but all she wanted was to be free of them. Since then, they haven't bothered her. I know it must make her sad sometimes to think they'll never have a relationship with their grandbabies, but that's their doing. Having Luca back in her life also helps soften that blow. Luckily, my parents are able to fill some of that void for Paisley as well. She and my mom are thick as thieves. I had it, Daddy. I know you did. I rest my hand on his shoulder. Where is my corn dog? Paisley's bottom lip puffs out. I got it. My dad hands it over to her. You saved the day. She beams at my dad. I bite back a growl. My wife smirks at me before taking a giant bite of her corn dog. Are you ready to go, champ? My dad holds his hand out to my son. Your grandma's changing your brother, and then we're going to head out. Can we ride when we get home, Papa? We can. I'm not sure if Dad has ever told him no to anything. I lean down and drop a kiss on top of his head. Paisley does the same. We both say our goodbyes, telling him we'll see everyone tomorrow for our weekly Sunday brunch. You'd think every Sunday is Thanksgiving with how much food my mom and wife make together. The two of them could spend all day in the kitchen. I understand how much Paisley loves it. Anything that is surrounded by family, she wants every part of. I grab my wife and pull her to me. She has no idea how much she's changed my life. Got me to pull my head out of my ass and come home, to realize what I had. Am I in trouble? She licks her lips. My hand slips to her ass. I think you enjoy being in trouble, Princess. Maybe a little. Her cheeks flush. Even after all these years, my girl still has the ability to blush. How about I get you some funnel cake for the road, and you can spend the night getting yourself out of trouble? I brush my mouth against hers. Naked. Deal, she says, as she presses her mouth against mine. My princess may spend the night getting herself out of trouble, but I will spend the rest of our lives worshiping her.